What's going on? Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning to all the Luxters, to all the factivists out there. Shout out to all of you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know for the LLC, 9 a.m. is not typically our time to live stream, but we are here. I wanted to make sure that we can sit down and have just a good time with Facts Me today. And you guys still have your day to enjoy. It's nice outside where I am. So make sure you get out and celebrate and have a good time with your families. Shout out to all of you all. Make sure you guys come in and hit that like button. Thank you to all the members, supporters, the mods. Thank you so much for being here and holding it down. Y'all, we got a great show lined up. We got a couple videos that we want to check out. And we got Fax Me in the house, okay? So y'all, let's give it up for Fax Me. How you doing, honey?
Oh, I am fantastic. And look, I got to tell you right out the gate because I'm old and I have about a 16-second window before I forget things. I watch your show all the time, but it's never in headphones, right? And man, you kicked into your intro, and I was like, "Oh, that bass, boy, let's go!" But then my head, for some reason, I like transported to where I was in like a dentist's office, and I was in a dental chair, and I could hear that boom, right? And this really hot like anesthesiologist came in, right? And she's like, "Are you ready to put me under, Mr. Lancaster?" Oh yeah. And all of a sudden, I was in soft porn. What?
Pound, tick your pound. You got it.
What a way to start the day.
Thank you. I think was RT's did my full intro video and everything. One of my fantastic mods here. I mean, some creative people here. I got some song lyrics that I was like, okay, well, they said if you can find somebody to do the music on, and you do music, so I might just send them over to you with some song lyrics that was sent over to me by one of the Luxers here, and I was like, this is the creativity of the Luxers, the thumbnails, this stuff. This is what they come up with, and they're creative enough to do. And I showcase their artwork. All my thumbnails, the backgrounds is from the Luxters, from the mods, people who have that creativity. I let it shine. So I'll tell you in a minute. Now I forget who gave it to me, but somebody did this.
I love what you got as your backdrop right now. I really like that.
Isn't this awesome? This is the Erica Kirk episode where she was talking about how Candace is accusing her of murdering her husband, and then at the end she was like, "Buckle up, everybody, here we go." And they did the side by side. That's what this is. It's just like an animated version. So
I love it. She was rocking that Sarah Connor look.
Yep,
like the Terminator. I love it.
I called it the Janet Jackson.
Yeah, Rhythm Nation.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you can't say this is awesome. This is badass. I don't care what nobody say.
I was thinking about Janet Jackson the other day.
Not
in that way. I was just like, I remember growing up in the 90s, and she was so huge. Like, her videos were amazing. The dance choreography was amazing. She had just back-to-back great albums, and then, like, where'd she go? It was like, dude, so much talent, and she just, I don't know if it was that Super Bowl thing that kind of, I don't know. She has a lot of talent.
Just kind of set her down a little bit, but then, she started getting into wanting to be a mom and got married and had a kid. And I'm really glad she did, because I'm like, wow, I wish Michael would have been able to kind of replicate that and have his own kids and stuff, because you want to, pass down that genealogy, child.
Yeah.
Who knew what kind of genes he would have passed down if he would have had his kids, like that. But she had a son, so I'm happy for her. I really am. And she's like focused on her son, full focus. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to Janet Jackson. Shout out to all of you all, man. We got a couple videos we're going to check out. Jackie, what's going on? Texas Mother Bird, I see y'all up in here. Mackenzie, Mindy, thank you so much for the mods. I know you guys are up early up in here, but thank you so much for holding it down. And I said it because We were up late. We'll be up late in the LLC, but early is just they're like, oh, late. I thought it was a pre-record. I thought it would be another pre-recorded thing. I didn't know. But you got some people coming in. Kim, Mike, what's going on? How you doing? So let's get to this. I wanted to check out. We're gonna do a watch party on your Bride of Candace. Oh my God! First of all, have you seen the Sean Ryan?
Yes.
I have.
Oh, yes. All painful 4 hours or so. I've got a show already prepared for it. I was actually going to do it Friday, but I
Okay.
got so busy at the store, I wasn't able to go live and do it. So I'm covering it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. So I was told I don't know what's going on. I think Artie Trolls tried to do it, and something came up about a commercial. So you typically don't have long shows like that. So I'm sure you picked out the good parts.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something where a commercial ad somebody said where a weapon popped up, and Artie Trolls video got hit with a probably hit with an age restriction of some sort because of
Mm-hmm.
that. So just whatever you have coming, posting up tomorrow, just make sure it doesn't show the weapon. I guess
Yeah.
because it's weird. It's like what we've seen like weapons in the back. I think YouTube is just being finicky right now. People are being hit with copyright strikes,
Yes.
and I'm like, why? What is going on? So Artie Jones, Joshua Carr, uh, Gary, just a slew full of them are being hit with these copyright strikes out of nowhere from this Super Bam Inc.
Yeah.
And I've
Well,
never heard of that.
it's not just them. It's got me too, but mine wasn't Super Bam. Let me find it here so I can quote you the right information. Um,
Okay.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. I got nailed by
Is that
Create Network MGD on behalf of Create Network Assets.
what?
And that was Candace Owens and Theo Vaughn. When I talked about when he had her on his show, on Theo Vaughn's show,
Hmm.
and I just got hit with that one.
Okay, so no, this is for their coverage on anything dealing with Tucker Carlson.
And what's interesting is I
That's
haven't been
crazy.
hit with anything from him yet. And I've covered a lot of Tucker. I think what it is, and this is just I think, this isn't I know for a fact.
Uh-huh.
But I deal a lot in copyright law and have since '98, since I released my first album. That's when
Hmm.
I got an entertainment attorney. That's when I started learning the ins and outs of the business and the legality of copyright and trademarks and everything else.
Hmm.
I make a point, like you notice I've done it here with your show today. I've got the frame around me, right? And the frame I use for my show. That's
Hmm.
not just to be cosmetic. That is
Right.
that is to cover some of the footage that I'm showing and
Right.
also hide their logos
Right.
because that's a 100% no. Candace has her logos trademarked.
Right.
And I'm looking at that right now. She has two different variations of her logo trademarked. So if you show that logo, that literally gives her every legal right to take your video down. So I make sure that
Wow.
that logo is not shown in any of mine. That's why I built in this frame. It hides her logo at the bottom, or anybody's logo for that matter, because they usually put it in the bottom,
Hmm.
left hand side or whatnot. But
Right.
that's one of the things that will get you, and they will have every right to do it, is if you show a trademarked image, and Candace has her stuff trademarked.
But see here, the one of the videos Artie Trolls pulled up was a video where he was interviewing her, and they were, sitting at this wooden table across from each other.
Yes,
And that's one of the things I was looking for. I was like, okay, well, maybe his name is somewhere in the backdrop, but the time frame they gave
very
had
short.
nothing there. It was his commentary. It wasn't him playing the video or anything. It was like when he pauses the video and then he starts to give his commentary. So He's like, what exactly are you claiming to own? While I'm giving commentary, there's no logo, there's nothing. And this is just a random time mark they gave in the video where he's talking. He's not playing any music, nothing's playing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I told him last night because we looked it up. We looked up Superbam Inc. I
Hmm.
just did a quick search on it, and they have a lot of complaints about fraudulent or false copyright strikes, not just on YouTube, on other social media platforms. And one site reported that they sent out 41 copyright strikes or takedowns all at once. That's not something you're able to do all at once on YouTube. So I don't know what is going on. It just looks like it's fraudulent to me. And I say this, when there's just enough evidence. And when we looked it up yesterday and we read through it, and I said I can guarantee you all, if they went on the US copyright system website, they will not find any valid or legitimate copyright claim to their content. So I did put the link in. If you guys ever get hit with something like that, go to the US copyright website to see what's there, because you have to prove that. If you have a copyright, you have to prove it, and there will be documentation. Just saying you own it does not mean you own it. Like and I think that's what happened to them. So you got this fraudulent company out here trying to get people's personal information, because when you file a strike and you file a counter, you have to give your legal information. And I think that's what they're trying to do, is just get legal information out of people,
Hmm.
because they're not going to take anybody to court. They're not going to do any of that because they're not real. So I think it's a whole scam. And we get a lot of, man, people think that, lady, like you think everything's a scam. Well, this one is a scam because the scammers are finding ways to try to get people's personal identifiable information. So you have to give your legal name, address, phone number. I mean, that's information that could be used as a part of some bigger scheme. So I told him, I said, you might want to, if you can, find a registered agent to put your channel under. And then that way, something like that happens, that goes to the registered agent. And then knowing that they can't really mess with that information, they'll leave you alone. But I mean, they're just going in. And I'm like, what the heck? And they're putting in random time marks. It's like you can't copyright someone's commentary. That's not how
No,
that works.
no.
So that I told him, I said that's one sign right there that is fraudulent. They're not even giving you real, genuine time marks. And they certainly will not be able to prove. I can guarantee you, go on that US copyright website, they will not be able to prove that they are the original owners of any portion of your content. And so you file your counter. Unfortunately, you've given up your personal information unless you have an attorney or an agent that you can operate under with your channel. That's pretty much what they really want. They're not going to take you to court. Um, so if it just kind of sits there and they do nothing, it goes back up. But it's the headache of having to go through this, and it's like, man, I had that happen to me once, and I know the person that, like, it was another person on YouTube that did it, because she
Hmm.
was mad. And it was like, I don't care about you being mad. You're gonna have to sue me to
Right.
prove that you own my content, and you don't. That's not how copyright works, and you're abusing copyright laws, so you could be held legally liable. So when I filed my counter, she didn't even touch it. She didn't bother with it. I have my information, protected. So you run my name and date of birth and all that stuff if you want to. I get a notification, and if that happens, I already made it clear I'm suing her. I already know where you're going. I know what you're trying to do. Get my personal information. Think you're gonna use it if you want to. I'm suing you because I'm going to get a notification from Equifax, TransUnion, as well as Experian. They will send me notifications. Someone's trying to use your social, date of birth, your address, your full legal name. I got all of that. under protection. I got services to protect my identity. We're not playing. So it's just a headache that you even know how you have to go through that. And they got 10 of Joshua Carr's videos. 10 of them.
Hmm.
I was like, this is crazy. So y'all be
What's
careful.
I tell you what's interesting, and
Hmm.
just Mackenzie, we're live. This isn't pre-recorded.
Oh
Um,
yeah, this is live.
uh, I I get 2 breaks a day. I think I work 12-hour days at the shop,
Uh-huh.
and during my lunch break and my dinner break, I'm either watching you, Jay Witt, or Artie Trolls. I don't think Artie Trolls even realizes I'm a fan. I think it's the musician thing. I
uh,
really I really think him and I would click because I love when he's sitting there
oh
with his
yes.
guitar, and I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, man, we got to do a show one day where we're both just sitting there with guitars and let the guitars talk. Just let them
Right.
talk, man. Let them debate.
Yeah.
Um,
That's awesome.
but
That'll be awesome.
the situation with Artie really has me thrown for a loop because I probably spent about 2 hours digging for him. He didn't know I was doing it. I was just like,
Hmm.
there's got to be something, right? And what really threw me off is that same video that he got nailed on.
Hmm.
I've used it multiple times and in more content, like longer, like letting the interview play out,
Right.
and then commenting on it, letting more of it play out. And I haven't been hit. So it's like he gets hit
Wow.
just for a few seconds of him talking. So it's
Yeah.
like this does not make any sense. And if I'm understanding right, he's already appealed it once, and now he's on his second time. Is that right?
I think so. I know
Yeah,
he filed a counter,
yeah.
and with on YouTube, once you file a counter for a copyright strike, that starts the legal process. Um, I don't know if they come back and say it still stands if you take it back and do another appeal, then what that goes through. I've never had to go that far. So I would assume that there's the opportunity to appeal whatever they're saying they own. That but see here's where YouTube keeps messing up. They're not requiring people to present evidence that they own anything and then actually give it to the respondent. But yet filing a counter initiates a legal process. Why does that have to initiate a legal process? And YouTube is not court.
Right,
YouTube
right.
doesn't want to present you with the evidence that you would need to show that this person actually owns portions of this, video, whatever they're claiming. You're not giving me that, but you want me to keep appealing something that is obviously fraudulent. It is fraudulent. It is not real because there is no information. If I go to a separate legal, legitimate website, the US copyright systems,
Mm-hmm.
and I see there's nothing there, they can't give you anything because that's where they would have to start. They would have something on file with the federal government, with the US copyright website. There's nothing there. Then what are they telling you? It doesn't matter. YouTube is so stupid. It
Well,
doesn't matter what they tell you. They don't have it because they're not doing it legitimately. Because
it's
that's the first step.
it's also hypocrisy,
Yeah.
LLC, because
Yep.
you take if you read their guidelines,
Uh-huh.
we abide by the guidelines. I
Hmm.
think some of them are a bit ridiculous on the things you can say, especially when you're doing it in a
Right.
reporting environment.
Right.
Like pinging you for certain words. Well, the truth's the truth.
Hmm.
But what bothers me is the hypocrisy with people like Candace, people like Tucker,
Hmm.
that are blatantly using that platform for misinformation.
Right.
And that is one of the things you can't do according to
Right.
YouTube's guidelines, but
According,
they
yeah.
allow it to happen.
Yep. They do. And they know that she's getting all these millions of views, which is
Hmm.
more dangerous because more people are listening and tuning in to her dumb lies. And they're not even trying. You would have to, oh my God, you would have to literally hit her with a copyright strike just to get the video taken down. And it's like more than likely she'll be able to fight it.
Yeah.
You can report it for misinformation, but if she's like, no, this isn't misinformation, this is what she in her alternate reality call journalism, then they're gonna keep it up because they see that her analytics drives a lot of traffic through.
Yeah.
And YouTube is greedy and they don't care. And they don't care about smaller content creators who are being hit consistently. Artichokes got hit with one last night before we even logged off. So he's got another one that he's dealing with from this same super bam. And I did a post on X and said, and I tagged to Tucker Carlson. I said, listen, if you know that this thing is sending out fraudulent copyright strikes because there is nothing on this US copyright system on the website and you refuse to speak on it, you should be sued. No one cares who you are or how you feel because they're doing this in your name. Superbam Inc. is claiming that they're doing this on behalf of Tucker Carlson. So
Right.
if you don't give a statement or speak to this to say, I don't know who Superbam is, if you guys are seeing that there is no legitimate copyright on the US copyright website, this is not affiliated with me. They can say anything. They can say they represent anybody because what are the odds that they don't have to prove that either to YouTube?
Right.
Because they don't. Can't make this stuff up.
Well,
So it's like,
legally, they have 30 days to respond.
right,
And if they don't respond, then you're cleared. So
right.
if they keep sending out these mass, if they keep copyright striking, they're not even going to be able to keep up.
They're not.
You know what I mean?
They're not. How do you send 10 at one time to one person? It's like you can't. This is unbelievable. 10 to Joshua Carr alone. There is no way they're mass sending these out. And people are, it should, no one should believe these are legitimate. That's not how that works. They have to take time to go through the video and actually give timestamps and everything. The process of filling that out, it's not like a just go in and auto fill some information, hit submit. No, it's tabular. So you got to go from tab to tab to tab to tab to tab to fill information out.
Yeah.
And if you put in just random timestamps, Artie Trolls, all he did was pull up the complaint, click that timestamp, and saw that it was just his commentary. You can't copyright my commentary.
No.
And there's
No.
nothing on the US copyright website. So what are you doing? Like, and they hit him again. So it's obviously something they're doing to just scam. They try to claim, revenue and all of that. YouTube has got to get smarter with their system. They're so stupid. Can't make this up. It's YouTube's fault because they're letting this stuff fly through. So it's either way to get your personal information or to try to claim escrow on your revenue on your
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
So
I deal with that a lot, but
yeah.
with the reasons I deal with it, I'm okay with it,
Right.
because I don't think there's any public, but like for my members section,
Mm-hmm.
I do performances, where I'll sing like Journey or Bon Jovi, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that,
Yeah.
and I'll get hit. I'll get hit with like a share revenue because
Right.
it's and I'm okay with that. I'm
Right.
using their song, I'm performing it. And I think it's cool they're even letting me get a cut, for my
Right.
performance for the 10 views I'm gonna get. you know, but it's still, I deal with
Yeah.
that, but this crap here is going against everything that's supposed to be freedom of speech.
Right.
We're not blatantly taking their content,
Right.
uploading it, and pawning it off as their channel or something to make money off of it. We're
Right.
commenting on
Yeah.
this stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
no different
commentary.
than what they do.
Yep. Exactly. So what he, we was watching Joshua Carr and he had a quick 6-minute video he did about it. And that one video alone got 26,000 views. And I'm like, look, as opposed to playing Tucker Carlson's videos, don't give him a view. Watch someone else,
Mm-hmm.
play a little short clip or whatever what he's saying, because at this point he's being redundant anyway.
Yeah.
Candace and Tucker Carlson are just repeating themselves. So do a quick live like you're doing. Like, and I was commenting while we were watching his video. And he was like, if you guys have any suggestions on anything, don't watch their video. Don't give them a view.
Yeah.
Go and watch someone else talking about them. Give them a view. And then you come and do your live while you're cooking, while you're driving along, while you're live walking around the house. And then just kind of summarize and give your thoughts on what you saw and what you heard and do it just like that. And that way you can still do your content about him, keep your foot on his neck, and get just as many views because now you have it more natural. You're in your natural environment. If I'm riding in my car and I go live, I get a lot of views from that because people just see me in my natural environment.
Mm-hmm.
It changes it up with the background. They see you doing something different. Or if I'm outside walking and I go live, that's a lot more engaging than it is if we're just sitting in the studio. You don't want to play his videos? Don't. You can just summarize and just talk about it. And that way, there's nothing to copyright. It's just you talking. And you don't have to give him a view. You can give someone else a view and watch someone else cover him and go from there. And he'll start feeling the pinch of that. He'll start realizing, okay, who's this super bam thing? Because my views are going down. No one's watching my videos. Like, no, because no one has time for this fraudulent company to send fraudulent copyright strikes. Like, we're not doing that. I'm telling you that sometimes it's just change of scenery in
Mm-hmm.
your more natural environment, and you'll be amazed. And just even a quick 10-minute live stream to cover whatever you have not said before, what he's not said before, to cover it, that will do more than editing and all this. It sometimes it's not even necessary. I don't think Tucker Carlson's worth it. I don't talk about him like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's a clown, so I don't really like put too much energy into him. But that sometimes, okay, they want to sit around here and mess around and act stupid. We won't play videos or anything like that. We'll just talk about it.
Well,
So
here,
yeah, copyright my video when I'm just giving straight out commentary, no music, no videos, no nothing, just me walking around and going outside exercising, talking about Tucker Carlson and what a crackhead Mickey Mouse he is, like and that's it.
right.
Oh man, you can make this stuff.
Well, let me say two things to that, and I think you'll dig it.
Yeah.
Number one, it's so funny. I was talking to conservative mom over on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, isn't it ironic? I consider it poetic justice because one
Mm-hmm.
of the things that we hear all the time from the
Uh-huh.
Candace cronies, her cultists, is
Yeah.
all Tucker and Candace must be getting close. You guys trying so hard to shut them down, blah, blah, blah. How many times have we heard that, right?
Oh my God, a million.
Yet the irony is now they are trying to silence us. So
Right.
by the candy cultist's own logic, we
Uh-huh.
must be getting close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Obviously.
saying?
Obviously. Because
Eh,
Candace is going to get called out on brutally once
Oh,
this murder trial
Candace is
starts.
Candace has got it coming to a degree. I haven't even told anybody this.
Ooh.
I'm going to say it to you on your show. I am
Uh-huh.
getting fax me my logos and stuff trademarked. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm in the process of doing that. So once that is done, I
Okay.
will be able to get 2 of her videos taken down. She wants to play that game. I can play that game because she has shown. Well, she spent an
Oh,
entire
yeah.
episode talking about the Time magazine cover, if you remember, and then
Yeah.
she has brought it up again. So she has shown that image twice in 2 different episodes, and my Fax Me logo is on it.
Nice.
So once I get that trademarked, those 2 episodes are coming down, and she's gonna be pissed.
Oh, nice. She tried to say, "Oh, that photo came
Yeah, she ain't
from."
untouchable. She keeps playing with the wrong people, man.
Oh yeah,
We're
and
gonna
oh
win.
man,
We are gonna win.
yeah, absolutely. And I even left a comment on what's his name, Andrew COVID.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Andrew COVID. He responded to her with this, oh, she's lying, and start responding to her. You giving her content, and I told him flat out, people like you, Mikey McCoy, Erica Kirk, anyone at TV USA high ranking, don't respond to her. You're giving her content. That's what she wants. She
Mm-hmm.
wants this back and forth on social media because her little punk behind does not want to go to the court of law. So she wants everything to be duked out in the court of public opinion. We don't care about court of public opinion when you're lying and your defamatory statements can be proven false and is causing damages. It is interfering with people's ability to make money. That's when it becomes a legal matter. Stop going back and forth with her. I actually told him, get Erica Kirk to do a protection restraining order against Candace. Stop responding to her. You're giving this alien content. Now she's gonna talk about this in her show.
Hey, it's gonna be an exciting month. It's gonna be an exciting month for us
Oh
at
yeah.
LLC because you're looking at tomorrow
Coming up.
through Friday
Uh-huh.
is all the Tyler Robinson stuff in court.
Yep.
So that's all this week.
Yep.
3 weeks later, she's got the Macron versus Owens on July
Yep.
27th, and then the very next day, Harpole versus Owens.
Yep. And that's if she don't reschedule. No.
And you can
Oh,
best believe I'm going to be covering all of it. I know you're going to be covering all of it,
oh yeah.
especially that Harpole one. The
Yes.
Harpole one is a phone call, like one of those Zoom meeting things
It's
with the
Zoom hearing.
judge.
Yeah.
And I got to see Candace. This is going to be fantastic.
Oh
If
yeah.
she even shows her face.
Yeah. And she would have to come on camera if she, appears, because that's like appearing for court. So she would have to come on camera. Even if she does a quick on screen appearance, and like say it would have to come down to her being in the hospital, something like that. But yet she can come on camera, and if she's in a hospital or something dire, then they'll let her turn the camera off. But she'll have to be on camera the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's no excuse. This is a virtual hearing. So you don't have to reschedule it because you don't have to fly anywhere, go in person.
Right. Right.
And she's the one triggering these hearings. Because if you file a motion to dismiss,
right.
in part
Which she
or in
said
whole,
she'd never do.
yeah, lying talking about she would never do that. It's like, okay, so if you say you wanted to get to the discovery phase, filing a motion to dismiss actually hinders you from getting to the discovery phase. But see, discovery works both ways, Candace.
Right.
You and the dumbass candy ass cult members. Discovery works both ways. So the petitioner would have the ability to get discovery out of Candace as well. You really think she wants you all to see her finances? No.
Right.
No, she doesn't want her discovery to get out there because she knows once it gets in the hands of the court, I's gonna get a copy of all that stuff, and I'm gonna report on it.
Absolutely. With a vengeance.
Oh, it is gonna be so fun for me.
Hey, LLC, I got to tell you about and I'm not even saying this to be funny. I want to tell you about a heavenly experience I had last night.
Oh,
Yeah, I was on the way home from work, and I always got my dog with me, Remington, and we always stop at the store because he eats dinner in the car before we get back to the house where all the other dogs are. That want to bully my little puppy. So I go into Food Lion. Now, I think you're aware that I say former, you're always an alcoholic, but I was a diehard alcoholic for 20 years. And I got sober, and this September will be 6 years. September 15th will be 6 years, right? So I get walking into Food Lion. Now, this may sound funny. The most disheartening thing about getting sober is I really, really loved the taste of beer. Like the thick beers, the stuff that the specialty beers, you know what I mean? The stuff you would go to like Gatlinburg, Smoky House Brewery, your Smoky Mountain Brewery and stuff. Well, my favorite was Sam Adams. So every year in October, Sam Adams would release Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not, LLC. When I was living in Myrtle Beach, the day they released it, I went up to a Lowe's grocery store and I saw they had 2 cases of it on the shelf. I
Mm-hmm.
I asked for the manager, right? Manager comes
Mm-hmm.
out. I said, "Is that all you got?" And he said, "No, we got more in the back." I said, "How much?" Anyways, $700 later on my credit card, I was
Oh
pulling my
no!
truck to the back and I bought every single Oktoberfest they had
Look
because
at
they
me,
only make
Giselle.
it right. They only make it once a year. So I just want to show you my dedication. Okay, my dedication to Sam Adams. Well, so I'm in Food Lion last night, and I swear, I look, it's giving me chill. You know, when I talk about God, I get cold chills, right? I swear it was like this beam of light came down at the end of this aisle, and
Uh-huh.
faintly, faintly, it's like I could hear a choir. It was like, what is happening here? Did I get hit by a car, or am I dead? Is this where I'm going to be? Food Lion, of all places, right? Where's my dog? You know. So I approach said beaming light,
Uh-huh.
and I find
IPA.
this part:
What does that say?
non-alcoholic. I called my wife. I was like, "Babe, you are not going to believe where I'm standing right now." She's like, "What? What happened?" I was like, I think God just gave me a gift from heaven. That was my exact words.
There you go.
And she said, "What?" And I turned, I was on FaceTime. I turned my phone around and she's like, "They make it in non alcoholic?" I said,
Not
"Yeah." And I
alcoholic.
said, "I got to go get a cart. I'll see you in a bit." I bought every single one they had. Every single one.
What you gonna do with the alcoholic version of it? You taking it back to the store? How this gonna go?
No, but all I bought was the non alcoholic.
Oh, okay. So they have
And it tastes
Oktoberfest and
exactly the
non-alcoholic.
same. It tastes exactly the same
Oh, good.
without the, bad part.
There you go. Oh my
So I
God.
just
Oh,
wanted to share that story with you.
that is so funny. Good
Mainly
for
because I didn't
you.
want people seeing this and being like, "Oh, he's
He's
back to
been drinking
drinking.
alcohol again.
He's
Yeah,
drinking
we
on the
did.
LC show." She drove me to it, guys. She drove me to it. She was late. She was late the day I interviewed her, and that's when I started to go downhill. And then I'm sitting here like
It
a
all
good little
started
boy.
there.
I'm waiting to come on LLC show, and I'm like, man, I should
You're
have
like
known this was
4 minutes
coming.
behind. I was just trying to.
It's
It's
like,
like the delayed. It's just trying to get up and get.
right.
I gotta wake my laptop up. It's not used to being up this early. Come on, come on, you gotta wake up.
I haven't even been to sleep yet.
Have you not?
No, it's a pain in the butt for like July 4th and
Uh-huh.
New Year's Eve. My
Uh-huh.
wife and I are up all night because we have a farm. And
Oh.
we live in North Carolina where everybody's constantly shooting and blowing up stuff, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So all last night was just fireworks and guns going off, and our horses want to try. It spooks them, and
Yeah.
they tried to get out of the fencing and all that. So we're
Oh
like
no.
calming our goats down, calming our horses down. There goes a bottle rocket, horse shoots off. This was all night, man,
No.
all night.
Do you have the ability to tell your neighbors like, look, can y'all not be too close to the animals or something, or is just they seeing it and they just get spooked either way?
Yeah, it's just they're
Okay.
not doing it at them. It's just that the stuff's off in the distance and it's just spooking them. It's a pain in the butt, man. But hey, the things we do for our animals.
Oh man! Shout out to all of you all tuning in. I see 91 people watching.
What?
We don't even have 91 likes. Y'all better stop playing and hit that like button like you mean it.
That math ain't mathing.
It ain't. We gotta get this up, y'all. Come on and hit that like button. If you're watching from Facebook or on YouTube, hit the like button like you mean it. We got candy asses up in here. Y'all say hello to candy ass.
Hey guys,
You two stooges.
welcome
How much
in.
they paying you, morons? Jennifer Iverson, where's my $7,000 check? I want to take my kids to
Right.
Universal Studios. What are you doing?
Man, I've been eyeing a
You
Harley.
won't leave
Let's
me a
go.
super. Come over here to YouTube, Jennifer Iverson, and leave me a super chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
They never leave us any money, but they want to know who's paying, how much are they paying. I wish they would pay us $70,000. Why 7?
Right.
Why that amount?
I mean,
feel
and
like
after
it's so cheap.
taxes, what are you really taking home? You know what I mean?
I know, right? The audacity. So $7,000 is all I'm worth. No, add another zero to that bad boy. Give me
That's what I'm saying.
$70,000.
Look, I have tried to get a raise on that for 10 months. It's like when I first started out, I was like, okay, I'm just like everybody else. Yes, I should get paid the same, you know? But then I started with the parodies and puppets, and it's like, come on, I should at least be 10K now.
I've been.
You know what I
putting
mean?
in
Like, there's
hours.
no benefits. I'm not
I
getting
know,
medical.
right? Should it be like hourly or something? How does this
No
$7,000
retirement plan.
go?
No, who would have thought? You know, I mean,
We don't even get a gift or a lunch or anything.
Christmas came and went. No bonus. No
nothing.
bonus.
You want to Jennifer Iverson? Who do we contact to get the money?
Right. I got direct deposit. Let's go.
Okay, they think that bothers us. Girl, that doesn't work over here. That does not work over here. Okay, so Jennifer Iverson, come on over to YouTube if you dare, and leave us a super chat. And then if you want me to get that $7,000, give me the money. Maybe you can call Candace and tell her to give you a refund. She might reimburse you. Who knows? See how they go. Girl, child, that don't bother me. I've heard that so many times. We just laugh at it and embrace it now.
Hey, I tell you what was awkward for me was when I went to do my taxes and my tax guy's like, "What's all this stuff from Israel, bro?" And I'm like, I just don't pay no attention to that. That's a write-off. That's a write-off.
Hey, they gave me $8,000. I'll take it. Child, please. I don't care where it's coming from. I will show you all how I spend it in a vlog. I will do video logs of how this money is being spent in Universal Studios. I would love to take my kids out of town
That'd be
for
awesome.
a good week. It's just a beautiful vacation. And I'm like, man, should I parallel Mitch Snow's GoFundMe and do one for my kids? just because we want to compete with Mitch Snow.
Look, I'm thinking about taking Fax Me on the road, like Fax Me road trip. Every time I get one of those 7,000, y'all come with me. We're going live. We're hitting this toy store first off.
Yep.
And we're going down to the Harley shop. All right, we're gonna put a down payment. We're gonna wait for the next $7,000 payment. And I'm gonna get me a Batmobile. I'm telling you right now. You don't think I make all these videos just to? I mean, I'm working towards a Batmobile.
The hours I have put in for these marathons, Candace, how dare you?
Right.
The audacity and the gall to not give me my $7,000.
Right.
Candace can get the attention of the Israeli Prime Minister. Candace, are you going to tell him to send us the money? Should we expect it in a Zelle or a Cash App? How's it coming?
And it better be American. I don't want pesos or something. I don't need to be converting things.
They're paying us in shekels, man. They got to give us in shekels. I hope I'm saying that right. They're paying us in shekels over there. Candace, give me my money, you dumb alien. Make this Give me my money. Y'all, let's get to it. We having some fun up here. Oh man, so let's go to this video here. We're gonna start off with. You did. I haven't seen it yet because I wanted to watch it.
Me neither.
It is called Proof Candace Owens is fake. Her evidence is fake too. Candace Owens is fake and her evidence is fake. Oh man, FBI arrest. Let's get to this, you all. Thank y'all so much. Hit that like button and hit the 4 where you can see and hear. Let's go.
Now, I want to put this thought in your head, and this is the thought of the day for this episode, guys. Let's consider what we know of the law, right? And I put some things together here, guys, I'm going to show you. Let's consider what we know of the law and what it takes to influence an investigation, offer up evidence of an investigation, or the opposite, be charged because you were withholding things that could assist the investigation. And this is where I think people need to stop and really use common sense. Okay?
Yep.
Here is the thing. We'll use me as an example. Let's say there's some investigation local here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. And I come on to Fax Me, and I'm claiming I have all this evidence. Let's just say I'm full on grifting, okay? I'm claiming I have all this evidence, and I string you guys along like Candace does every episode. Tomorrow, guys, I'm bringing pictures you've never seen before. And then the next day, we're doing this. And then I've got an insider tip, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the drill by this point. You know how this grift works. One of two things is evident here. Either I truly have evidence that would affect the investigation, right? So on one hand, I either have real evidence that would affect the investigation, or I have nothing and I'm lying, right? Just to make money, this is the Candace side. We know this, okay? However, if it were this, I could easily be arrested. Are you following me? That's withholding evidence.
Yep.
So that right there, that should stop everybody in their tracks.
Yep.
If Candace Owens truly had real evidence concerning the Charlie Kirk assassination investigation, and you've heard her say it over and over, she's had this for 8 months. She's had this for 7 months. She's had this. She's had this. Like the Charlie Kirk, this little speech he gave, turning it over to Erica, her saying that she's had that since September, her having the rear view camera of the assassination since September. You've heard her say all this stuff, right? And recently when she released the pictures of the interior of the SUV, she is quoted as saying her and Barron got together and decided to release this stuff because it was pivotal to the investigation and to stop holding on to it. Okay. Even though emails circulated that show she only got those photos.
Here's my question. How would Baron Coleman know whether evidence is material to an investigation when he is not an attorney representing either party in the case? How would he know that?
He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
And this is the thing. When you know how court works, you know when she says something like this, it is absolutely fishy. It more than likely is fraudulent. It's false. Like you said, we looked up the law on obstruction, interference due to withholding evidence that the prosecutor and the defense attorney, having had a review, could determine to be material. That is interference and obstruction. That is a federal crime.
Mm-hmm. Felony.
You go to jail. It's a felony. Mm-hmm. Not get hit with a sanction. Jail. That girl would have to take the plea deal of a lifetime. And in addition to that, you do have the FBI that is assisting, not spearheading, but assisting the case. So they could charge her with obstruction and have her indicted by a jury, by a grand jury, and have her indicted for that, for interfering and obstructing in partially what is a federal investigation as well. Do you want these types of problems, Candace? Is my question to you. Because, I mean, whether you're pregnant or not is irrelevant. Pregnant women go to prison. This is so stupid. Why even say things to put yourself in the line of fire, knowing that it could lead to a whole felony?
Well, here's the thing, LLC, and it's like I say later in this video. This should be all the proof anybody needs that what she has isn't real. Because Trump, that whole administration, the FBI, they are biting at the bit to catch Candace on something. So if she truly had real evidence, they would have arrested her.
Yep.
They would have jumped right at that. So that means she doesn't have anything legitimate. That's the takeaway here. She
And
doesn't have anything real.
exactly. And if my whole thing is, if you've had evidence that could help put away the bad guy, why would you not want that to happen? Why would
Right.
you not want to put the bad guy away by giving your evidence to the authorities? Candace Owens is not law enforcement. She's not an investigator, federal or state or criminal, nothing. She is not an investigator. So for her to be sitting on alleged evidence and then claim that she's playing chess is going to get her locked up even faster,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not something you play around with. If you're talking about, well, I don't think Tyler Robinson did it, but here's evidence to show that someone else did it, and you sit on it for 9 months and you don't give it to the authorities, you're allowing the bad guy to roam free.
Yeah.
Why are you dumb
Yeah.
alien? It's the question.
Yeah. And
Why
the
would
thing
you-
the thing with Barron too, man, that guy is so dirty
Oh my
and
God,
so
he is.
shady. The more I dig into him, I
Wow.
mean, we already know he's an AIDS denialist, so he's one of those conspiracy people. You know, he's not practicing, and like I was reading through a court document of his yesterday or the day before. I want to say it was 2016, 2017. He was caught illegally recording somebody.
What?
Yeah, it was a politician. It was somebody running for office, and he had recorded them illegally. So this guy, that's what he's
Oh
capable
my
of doing.
God.
I mean, we all know recently too him calling that woman's husband and
Yeah,
threatening
man.
him, and you know, it's like, dude, you are
They should-
shady.
Yeah, they should sue him. That should be, and as a matter of fact, they can report that to the bar association, and they
Yeah.
would investigate him and probably revoke his bar license because he's incompetent. He is incompetent. I saw the video. I have not reacted to it on the channel, but I saw the video of him where he was trying to basically argue that the Ryan Harper lawsuit doesn't have any merit and blah blah blah. He will never be able to make that argument in front of a federal judge. You know
No.
why? Because it lacked foundation in the finding of law. He didn't cite one case law at all to even substantiate his nonsense and buffoonery. He was completely biased, and he gave nothing but emotions and his feelings, none of which the court cares about at all, not even a little bit.
Right.
Not be able to make that argument as a legal argument in the court. The judge will say, "Counselor, sit down. This is not law school. You do understand that nothing you have said has any foundation in the finding of law at all. You provided zero facts, no evidence, and you're just telling us how you feel. We don't care."
Well,
And you probably get sanctioned.
not only that, but we're not talking about, like, you know, everybody has messed up in their life. You know, we've all made mistakes. We've all learned from them. You know, you either choose to allow your mistakes to define you, or you learn from them, and that becomes your character.
Exactly.
And this isn't Candace's first rodeo, so it's like the prosecution is going to jump at the chance to display her character. You know, we do it all the time on these channels. You know, showing the little documentaries, showing all of her history. She has a history of deceit.
Yep.
And that is all going to get, she knows it. She is toast. If she doesn't get any of this dismissed, which I really doubt it, she's
Yeah.
toast, man. She's toast.
She's done. And I just, at this point, I'm like, you know, we had Ryan Moore with us last week. And one of the things I told him, I'm like, listen, her going to Russia and staying there forever is not a threat to me. I hope she does it because any damage that she could do as far as releasing information that she should not be releasing, or them getting intel, even if it's from her phone and her devices, she's already taken that stuff over there. More than likely they have it. And it's like, now it would just be to try to prop her up as somebody over. We don't care about what she does over there. No one will be paying her any attention in Russia. Bye.
You know,
take the candy ass cult members with you.
this just hit me too while you were talking. So, you know, something else that should be a red flag is Candace has always went out of her way to try to get the interview that nobody else can get. Like she went to and interviewed Harvey Weinstein when she was defending him. You know what I'm saying? He was in prison.
Yeah.
So that should be a red flag to her sheep that why hasn't she interviewed Tyler from prison? That's the interview of the century, man.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want Tyler going on there and admitting he did it.
Exactly. Well, you mean you didn't do it, and you saw that it was someone else. It was,
It was the clones.
Okay, yeah, no, it was George Farmer, and he helped me change clothes. I'm cutting the interview short.
Right.
All he said is, if Tyler Robinson did not do it, then George Farmer did it.
Because I can guarantee you, every wannabe reporter, every established reporter has tried to get an interview with that guy.
Right.
I guarantee it, man.
Yeah.
It's common practice.
Yeah.
Every other person in a situation like that gets some kind of TV interview.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Tyler Robinson? Because nobody wants him to come out and say it from his own mouth.
Right.
Which is going to happen next week, hopefully,
And what's so, the one thing that it is good as to why she has not, more than likely would be because what they don't want is for him to do anything that could end up generating revenue. So him making money off of a murder, if that were to happen, they would automatically give it to the victim. So that would go to Erica Kirk and the kids. So either way, Candace would be doing it to get views and to make money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And merchandise.
I'm waiting on Erica Kirk to drop a lawsuit on Candace's head. When is that going to happen? Because she needs to sue her.
I think
you can't make this up.
I still stick by what I've said this whole time, that their attorneys have instructed them to not acknowledge any of this stuff. Anything that Erica has been per the advice of her attorney, and that's wise. When you're in real legal trouble, you listen to your attorney, period. Not what anybody else says. And I think, in my mind, the smartest move is, once Tyler is convicted, it's a no-brainer on a defamation case, because that solidifies the fact that everything that Candace said was inaccurate and nothing but defamation.
Yeah.
And I think that's what she's waiting for. But the Harpool thing, man, I think that's going to drain her. That's going to drain her, man.
Yeah, that's going to. She has caused him to lose so much money. And not just that, he was doxxed. His employees were doxxed. Their family members.
Mm-hmm.
So his employees' spouses were doxxed. They went after the employees' spouses. And you got all of these people being exposed for something that they did not do and could not control. And he already was distraught.
Mm-hmm.
Because Candace thinks she's the only friend he has. No, you're just the only demon trying to control and possess him. But Brian Harper was his friend as well.
Mm-hmm.
You think he want to have a death like this on his hands, like to know that something like this happened on his watch? Like, no, that would shatter anyone. Most consultants and contractors working with him and his, firm would think twice. Like, wow, someone just lost their life, and you
right, and that's
funny. Bad enough. Don't make it worse. It's so crazy how evil she goes about with this. It's like, leave him alone. Whatever he's feeling, the regret he's feeling, he's already feeling that. He doesn't need your help in making him feel like crap.
You're right, because that was something that me and Jay Witt were discussing.
Right.
It's all right there. If people would just step back and think, because what Jason and I were talking about was, why, if you wanted, let's say all these people were in on it together. Let's just play that card. And they wanted Charlie taken out. They wouldn't have done it in front of 3,000 people at a live event.
Right.
There are so many easier ways it could have been done to not draw so much attention,
Right.
right? If somebody wanted him professionally
Mhm.
taken out, as it's been suggested, you
Right.
put somebody in the woods or in some apartment building, and
Mhm.
he's a very habitual guy. He's
Yeah.
on a schedule. You know exactly where he's going to be, and you sit there and you take him out from some window while he's walking in McDonald's or just something.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
don't do it in front of 3,000 people where everybody's got
Exactly.
a cell phone, and it's gonna be this big huge ordeal.
Right.
So
Right.
why would they do that? Just like you were alluding to, it would make them look bad as a security business. Well, let's not do it at the event we're supposed to be protecting him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Common sense,
Sense.
people.
Common sense has left the. Candace is an alien who never had a brain in the first place, but she certainly lacks common sense that God gave a billy goat. So I don't expect her to say anything that would be of value, because when she's had the opportunity to go based on the facts and still get views, it's just a matter of presentation. She chose to just flat out lie. And now she is attacking Erica Kirk, not caring about the safety of the two children. These are babies. These kids are, they're not even, I don't even think the oldest is 5. The youngest
Right.
is 2. You can't, like, this girl got toddlers she's still raising, just like Candace. And yet Candace gets mad when someone says, I don't want your daughter to be just like you.
Right.
No one wants Candace's daughter to be like Candace. Candace is
Right.
awful. She's an awful person.
She truly is, man.
She's just despicable. And it's like, no one wants your kid. You should not want your kids to be like you either. You should want your kids to be better than you. That's how that should go.
I really despise feeling that.
Yeah.
Like feeling that. Like honestly, I
Mhm.
feel like she is the most evil human being on the face of the planet.
Mhm.
And that's her own doing. And I hate to have to think like that. And I've said it before. I pray for her, man. I pray for these people,
Mhm.
but it doesn't change anything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's still, and I'm praying because of her children,
Yes.
because of all these naive people that are out there taking what she says and holding it as gospel, acting
Right.
out on things that she's suggesting. I'm
Right.
praying for these people to see the light, and even after it's all said and done, LLC, you know it as well as I do.
Yeah.
It's all going to be one big cover up.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
big cover up.
Yep. I've been saying this for the longest. Candace, how much are you paying Tyler Robinson? Because you profit the most out of this.
Yes.
And it seems like it was just to get him out the way. And now you're trying to get Erica Kirk out the way by just antagonizing and attacking her in every show now. It's not going to force her to step down. I mean, at best, Erica Kirk should be getting a protection or restraining order. Because I do believe if Candace were to get close enough to Erica Kirk, she would do something to her.
Well,
I do believe that firmly.
what's interesting too from a commercial entertainment legal standpoint
Mhm.
is you've seen probably, I've run the numbers of how many times she has said Erica and she has said Charlie,
Right.
since September 10th, over 4,000, almost 5,000 now for
Yeah.
Charlie. And it's every episode. So now look at it like this. If I were to, let's say, just pick a celebrity, we'll just say Taylor Swift, and I
Mhm.
decide to dedicate my entire being, my entire presence, my entire show, every
Mhm.
show to covering Taylor Swift, there is a liability to that because I'm using her name, her likeness,
Mhm.
everything about her, and I'm making money off of it.
Right.
So the same can definitely be said with her because this has happened. There have
Mhm.
been actors and musicians who have sued people banking off of them,
Yeah.
and that's what she's doing.
Yep.
She was literally tanking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw that graph I put up on the show where it showed her like fluctuating and leveling out and then fluctuating, and then September 10th hit, and way up here, man, her hits start, and then it was all because of Charlie.
Yeah,
it was all because of Charlie.
Yeah.
She's not number one. Charlie is.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, well said. Well said.
Hold on, we gotta correct something really, really fast. It's very vital. No, Steven is not a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Ever.
He's like, you're not a Swiftie.
I don't need that rumor going around. That'll just destroy me. I'm 80s metal, man. Give me some Prince. I want no freaking Taylor Swift.
Oh, man.
She needs to shake it off. She needs to shake it off somewhere else.
So, listen.
Shake it all off. Get out of here.
Next time we'll just have to go straight for Prince.
Prince is the man, dude.
Prince didn't play that either. Yeah, go out there. Think you gonna try to recreate his music if you want.
Right. That man, he knew business, buddy. Prince knew business.
Play. He did not play. Let's get back to this.
Days prior, but it's Candace, right? So here's the thing. Here's what you really need to think. If Candace truly had real evidence, she would be arrested. That's it. She would be arrested for withholding evidence concerning an active investigation and trial. She has openly admitted to withholding all this stuff, for having this stuff for weeks and months on end. She has openly admitted all of that. So if any of that stuff was actually real, the FBI would arrest her for withholding evidence.
Yep.
So that only leaves option number 2, that all the evidence is fake and made up. And authorities know that because they've got the real stuff. That's why nothing's being done to Candace Owens, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone keeps asking, why is nothing being done to her? Because she doesn't have anything. That right there should stop everybody out the gate with Candace Owens. If her evidence were real, she would have been arrested. And that evidence would have been taken, confiscated, and used in the trial.
Yep. Yep.
Do I make sense? So I put together a little thing. We're going to watch it here together, and I'm going to break it up. That pretty much spells out exactly what I just said, but in a more visual fashion. So let's check this out. Candace Owens admits she sat on evidence, fact-checking the legal fallout of the Charlie Kirk case.
I spoke with Baron Coleman yesterday evening, and he convinced me that some evidence that he knew that I had positively needed to be shared before we went away.
So Baron Coleman is just as guilty.
Oh, yeah.
That he knew that I had. See, these words would be butchered in the court of law, Candace. You dumb heifer. You dumb heifer. They would chew this up. So Baron Coleman is supposed to be a bar licensed attorney, and he knew that you were sitting on evidence that could be material to a murder trial. And he somehow reminded you of it, even though you claim you're playing chess and you knew you had it. So did he remind you, or are you both playing stupid? Because he can go to prison with you. They lock up attorneys. What's she thinking? Baron Coleman is willing to be thrown out here with her in the fire. Let him burn.
Hey, look, I just got to say that you can best believe that if Candace does get arrested and goes to prison, that I will be streaming live during visitation. Just to put that out there. Yeah. I'm going to go see her.
I'm on site.
I'm going to bring her a cake.
Oh, man. Can you imagine that? Like, people...
I'll have it customized.
Around and starting
the cake will say Erica is prettier, and it'll have like a little blonde chick on it. And I think it's, here you go, Candace. I just wanted to see you, buddy.
Make sure you all people in Tennessee, you great people in Tennessee, record all of that.
Yeah. Tell your girlfriend I said hi.
If you see George Farmer leave a bar, please, by all means, go ahead and call the police.
Oh, they lucky. They lucky I don't live in Tennessee. They are so lucky I don't live in
Make this
Tennessee.
up, man. They let him get away with a DUI. What you mean? No, I need the great people of Tennessee to step up. Y'all see that clown moving out and leaving out of a bar, and he has some drinks, or he smells like alcohol. Take them keys from him, live stream him, and then say, we will have you locked up if you get behind the wheel of this vehicle. He can afford an Uber, the luxury kind, and then just go and pick the truck up the next day.
Yeah.
This is so ridiculous. It's like, oh, crashing that truck into the earth was stupid. But see, when you're prone to criminality, I can see both of them doing this stuff.
I already set the stage for my wife. Yeah, we're going on vacation in October.
Nice.
And we're going to Tennessee and the mountains of Tennessee. And I said, we're going to swing through Nashville because there's a couple street addresses I just want to see for myself.
Yo, honey, have you seen these gorgeous houses?
Look at that
$8 million houses.
Yeah, look at all the vehicles right there.
Houses over here.
We should take a picture, do some selfies in front of the house.
We should do a Range. We should see a Range Rover for sure, because it's brand new. It was bought for a birthday gift.
My wife tells me you can go do that on your own. I was like, I will.
Oh, okay. Well, sit here at Chick-fil-A, honey. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Make sure you send me the photos.
Yes. If I don't come back, I'm not suicidal.
Oh my goodness. Let's get back to it, y'all.
For 2 weeks. He gave me his reasons as to why it was so significant, and I rebutted about the timing. He obviously knew why we wanted to hold on to it, but I ultimately concluded that Baron Coleman was right. Now is the time to share it and to allow you guys to contribute information that we have intentionally not released early, that we have sat on.
So right there, she says information that they intentionally didn't release. They sat on it. That's withholding evidence. If that evidence were real, you just admitted to withholding evidence. But you, Candace, you know it's not real. It has no effect on the investigation. So that's why you sit there cocky and confident and say, I've been holding on to this, because you know nothing can be done to you because it's fake. Withholding evidence is a crime. Deliberately concealing evidence in a homicide investigation can be prosecuted as obstruction of justice. 18 U.S.C. section 1512. I read it myself. Or evidence tampering. This is felony charges, my friends.
Yep.
So again, Candace Owens hasn't been arrested. That means not a lick of what she has is real.
Yeah. Not at all.
Guys, it's common sense. How stupid are her followers? But let's continue.
It's obvious. We are playing chess here. There are a lot of heavy players that are involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, and we needed to also just be able to separate who are the good guys and who are the bad guys, right?
Candace, we have no difficulty separating who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. You're looking at one of the good guys, and if you take a look over here to my chat, there's a whole slew of them. We know what good and evil is.
Exactly.
And you do too. You're just not one of the good guys. But let's look at the facts, guys. There's no subpoena, no charge, no arrest. Weeks after her public admission, no law enforcement agency has seized, subpoenaed, or charged anything tied to this evidence because it's meaningless. It's nothing. It's nothing. Trust me, guys. Trump, that whole administration wants to see Candace Owens go down. We all do. And she's going to. I mean, once this Robinson case gets going, it's over for her, man. Harpool's going to take her for so much money. And then that's not even counting the Macrones. That's not counting what's coming after Tyler is convicted.
Oh, yeah.
But they would jump at this. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
They would jump at this. If Candace Owens truly broke the law and had evidence that she had been hiding and withholding, they would jump at the chance to arrest her, which just further validates the fact that she doesn't have nothing.
Just because Brian Harpole tells a lie, just because Frank Turek tells a lie, does not mean that every single person at Turning Point USA is implicated. I needed to fully assess the character of a lot of individuals that were around Charlie, people who I couldn't believe would betray Charlie. I wanted to see who would lie, who would cover up, who would get behind and host commentators who were friends of Charlie Kirk's as they lied through.
You literally tried to falsely accuse people of lying, and you couldn't prove how or what they lied about, Candace. And you did this to alienate Charlie Kirk away from everyone else. You are still doing that with his own widow. And this man is deceased. He's not here to defend himself. And you are trying to alienate him from his own widow. You referred to her by her maiden name. The audacity of you. Who gave you the authority to sit here and say that you get to somehow bring some division in between what they had in their marriage, the love that they shared? She doesn't need Candace's approval to be Erica Kirk. But it's funny how Candace is going out of her way to sit here and to try to divide something God put together. Candace, if Charlie Kirk wanted to marry you, he would have married you. He didn't. He did not want you. He wanted Erica Kirk. And that is who he married and had 2 kids with. And you don't care what those children grow up in here. They're going to one day come across a video of you calling their mother by a different name. And then maybe she'll have to explain that. But the fact that you're mean-spirited enough to do that, as if she needs your permission to exist as Erica Kirk, is baffling to me, especially when you've admitted that you have direct sources and contacts living in her residential building. And you know that is considered stalking. That's a felony in the state of Arizona. So whoever these direct sources and contacts are, they will get locked up when they're uncovered.
I keep telling her fans that too. I keep I keep telling them, you guys are out there just parroting everything she says. You're posting all this nasty stuff about Erica Kirk and Charlie, all this defamation. You guys are just as guilty. And if somebody wants to, they can pursue legal action against her fans as well, when they're out there repeating it. And something I don't think a lot of people has considered is that when Harpole wins this, you can almost bet that every single video episode she has done on Charlie Kirk is going to have to be removed.
Yep.
Once it's proven it's defamation, she's going to have to take it all down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. There is case law to show how people have won defamation lawsuits because of being consistently bashed and attacked and lied on social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And they act as if, it's so implausible. These are the same people that refuse to read a book, starting with Dr. Seuss. Because 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. These are the same people that refuse to read.
Classic.
So you talking about them reading something as complex as laws or case law? They're never going to do that. And Candace is an idiot. She, of course, doesn't even listen to her own attorneys, who are now quitting, by the way.
Yes. It's fantastic.
Lord, we thank you.
Yeah, we're not going down with you, lady.
You're losing attorneys. You can't even keep attorneys on your team, Candace.
That you're paying. They don't even want your money.
They said, forget your money. You're going to have to hire somebody else. Now, will she be able to get another attorney? Yeah, sure. Because she got 2 other attorneys to represent her for the Brian Harper lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
These are not the same attorneys representing her for the Macron lawsuit. But if at this point attorneys talk, right? At this point, if they're representing you, they're doing it for the money and for nothing else. They could care less if you win or lose. And more than likely, she's going to try to settle out with Brian Harper. With the McCrones, we may have to see a trial happen.
Yeah.
But she's once they present scientific evidence, they're going to obliterate her. Because that's what you need to prove someone is biologically born a man or a woman. Scientific evidence. Whatever that might be, DNA, an ultrasound, or something. Scientific evidence. For someone who does not believe in science, Candace doesn't believe that dinosaurs roamed this earth. I mean, we don't care what aliens think. We don't care you crash landing on our planet. So, we don't care what she thinks. But what can be proven in the court of law is what matters the most at the end of the day. And she will not have any evidence to prove that Brigitte Macron was born a man when Brigitte Macron is bringing evidence, scientific evidence, to prove she was born a woman and gave birth 3 times. Don't take her motherhood away from her. So Candace got it coming either way. That's why I keep saying she's going to lose.
Yes.
She's going to lose on both fronts. Once they present that scientific evidence, her attorneys will not be able to object to that. Because this is the whole premise of the lawsuit. You're accusing me of being a man. So here's some scientific evidence to prove that I was born a woman. I am still a woman. I'm me all day, every day. And my husband looks better than yours. Oh, man. Candace, are you jealous that Emmanuel Macron looks better than George? I mean, what are we doing? Oh, I can go in. All right, y'all. So we got some information in the chat in case y'all haven't seen it. I do see the supers, and I will not forget this time. Last night we closed out. I had 2 supers, and I forgot to give props and kudos to Jacqueline and to Ginger Spice for the supers. And if I'm missing anyone else, please let me know. But this is information on the law. So what you hear Steven talking about in his video is being supported with just a Google search about the law. You don't have to FOIA laws. You can just Google and read. So you have 18 USC statute 1512 regarding obstruction, tampering with witnesses as well. Let's see. And I want to make sure because they came in parts. 18 USC statute 1503, obstruction of justice. And you have also 18 USC statute 1519, obstruction of a federal investigation or bankruptcy case. This is the FBI having a role in supporting the criminal matter with the prosecutors in Utah regarding Tyler Robinson's murder trial. Brings in that federal involvement. They're not spearheading it. They are assisting. But if you want to go out and say that you're concealing evidence that could be material to this case, proves intent. And with that intent, you are knowingly concealing it. That could land her up to 20 years in prison. And if you want to get the resource on this information we're posting here, legalclarity.org. You also have Legal Information Institute. It's just I think it's Cornell University School of Law, where you can just get the statute codes as well. Reputable websites provide great information where the information summarized, pulling from these articles and stuff. Know the law. Candace trying to get anything from a Baron Coleman. Baron Coleman doesn't even want to. He can't even present legal argument about why Tyler Robinson is guilty because he did it. He admitted, he confessed. And one of you all asking the question, if Tyler Robinson did not do it, why wouldn't his family members, his parents, be doing media press tours saying to please release my son? Because wouldn't that make sense?
Absolutely.
It would make a lot of sense. If you got your child, they turned him in. His parents turned him in. But why would you do that if he was innocent? If you truly believed in his innocence, as a mother, you being a father, wouldn't you go out and get as big as this case is? Wouldn't you do all the press conferences, begging for your son to be released, trying to prove your son's innocence if your son is innocent? I mean, I know I would. I have 2 boys. I would. If I feel my kids are innocent. You hear nothing from Tyler Robinson's parents. They're not out asking the public to help them find the real shooter because there's not sufficient evidence to show that their son did it. You can't make this stuff up. Aside from his confession, which is evidence, he left DNA evidence behind, physical evidence behind. So the parents should be out advocating for their son's release, right? You don't hear Candace saying any of that. Funny how this stuff goes over her head. Make it make sense.
Why hasn't she brought them on the show?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? She's avoiding everything but the stuff that has to do with the case.
Yep. Didn't bring Tyler Robinson's parents on her show. She certainly is not trying to get an interview with Tyler Robinson. I mean, even with the was his boyfriend or somebody, why are you not talking to him? Candace? Why are you not talking to any relatives that may or may not be called as witnesses? If they're being called as witnesses, then don't. But if they're not, why not talk to people who actually know Tyler Robinson, Candace? I'm giving you content. I can't believe it.
Right. It's common sense.
It's just so crazy. Because that's what good journalists do. Good journalists want to talk to Candace's mother. Did you know your daughter was an asshole, or is it something she just became?
Dude, I'm telling you, when she goes to prison, I'm going to have so much fun. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and pay to get the Time magazine printed out, and I'm going to send it to her so she has something to read.
Yeah.
And while she's in there, it's going to be great.
12 months from George Farmer's in her calendar.
Yeah, we'll get her a custom calendar made where each month is a different picture of Erica. We'll send that to her.
Yeah, all the looks that you wish you had.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's get back to it, y'all.
Their teeth to the public, tried to dissuade them from looking at certain evidence, telling them this is not possible, this is not true. But most importantly,
God, her voice is just so nauseating.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Real evidence doesn't stay private. That is a little schoolgirl game. In an active homicide case, real evidence can be subpoenaed, search warranted, or grand jury compelled. It does not sit on one person's phone by choice. This is reality, kids. It's reality. And this little segment here, I'm going to cut up and release so you guys can share this, because this should just stop it all. It should stop it all.
getting people who were intimately involved on that day to tell their stories over and over and over again. People like Frank Turek, his car ride, which is told differently than it is by Brian Harpole, their memory, very short ride. Both of them telling stories that are not matching the shows that they are choosing to go on when they share it, the terms that they are using, conspiracy theorists, demonic. We needed to see who these people are. And
Candace, you are a demonic conspiracy theorist, you dumb alien. You're also a moron. You're stupid. You're illiterate, and you cannot pronounce many, many English terms correctly. Can you please leave our planet? Go in peace, Candace. Get off our planet. You can't make this up. E.T. phone home.
Right?
Oh my God, the things that she says is so stupid.
I'll use the 7,000 and I'll cover the cost. I mean, I'll help you out.
$20 of gas in a spaceship. I got $20 of gas in the spaceship, but no more than that. Listen, when I get that $7,000, I'm not giving in none of it back to Candace. But I will put $20 in to help fuel up that spaceship.
Yeah,
Get her
maybe
behind off of our planet.
get some snacks from Circle K or something. You know, we'll
I
throw
know, right?
some chips in there. Something.
Oh man, the kids gonna need some cookies.
Yeah. We're looking out for the kids, really. I'll
So
get them
which
some
is
comic
it, Candace?
books.
Which is it? If the
You say give them comic books? I'm
Yeah,
getting
I give
coloring
them some
books.
comic books from the store. You know,
I get the crayons and the color pencils.
let her kids read about real heroes.
I know, right? Oh my god. Oh well, let's get back to it because I really am. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We have one more video to do after this, and I want to check out the. Did you see the video Edie Marie did with the therapy session, the anger management?
Oh yes,
Oh my
yeah.
god, it's so fun. I'm just like I'm playing this at every live stream now. So I really want to show you all that for those who have not seen it. It is a load of fun, and it was shocking to me because I pre-recorded my part of it, then everything else she did after the fact. So when we did the watch party on it the other day, even my son was with me doing the reaction, and when I say I had to go on mute because I was just laughing. I was hollering and screaming, child. So I wanted to see it again where I can like watch it, pause, and just laugh some more. Oh my goodness! So if you don't mind, we're gonna end with that one. But I do want to get one more of your videos in after this, and I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. We're having a good time, y'all.
Yes.
Red hearts in the chat if you're having a good time. Hit the like button as well. We see the candy ass cult members are mad. We'd never care how they feel. Just as an FYI here for those candy asses that are new to the Lady Luck Club, I don't care how you feel.
Hey, have you noticed a influx of their attacks since Candace is gone?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Mad. They need a vacuum.
They're coming to us for their Candace fix.
They always come over here to the Candace fix. You can't make this up because they know Candace watches my videos. Candace kick rocks. Kick rocks and kiss my ass, girl. But they come over here because they know that she's watching. This is the only way she learned about these laws.
Right.
They don't read anything. Candace, you lazy as hell. You can't make this up. Let's get back to it, y'all.
evidence is real, withholding it is a felony. If she is not being charged, the evidence is not real at all.
Yep.
Right? It's pretty self-explanatory, Factivists. What do you guys think? Put your thoughts in the comments. And remember, after this show, I'm going to cut this section out and I'm going to release it on Facebook and YouTube so you guys can just run with this little clip. That this is right here. All that needs to be said as to why Candace Owens is full of it.
Very good.
She hasn't been arrested. It's common sense, guys.
Yep. Now, this is Stephen's part one when she went to Russia. Will there be a part two?
Probably.
I mean, we got to have it.
Because she's still talking about Russia. So, I mean, she's giving me the sequel.
Oh, my goodness. So, this is going to be an exciting series. Hold on. Let me address this in the chat. To the candy ass cult members, I don't care how you feel, but when you sit here and use the name Jesus, spell his name right.
Right.
And we have Jesus. That's why we're keeping our foot on Candace's neck. You understand that? None of this stops us from keeping our foot on her neck.
Well, hey, if we need Jesus, they need evidence. Let's see it.
They need a book.
Let's see it.
To do.
You want to say we need Jesus? Bring the evidence right now in the chat. Show us what you got. We'll talk about it.
And this is why I don't care how the candy asses feel. They're gonna be bigly mad and throw tantrums in the chat. Let them throw tantrums. As long as they're not just going in and disrespecting my mods and my supporters or your supporters, let them throw their tantrums.
Yeah.
But when you say the name of Jesus, you better capitalize that J. and show Jesus the respect that he deserves. That is his name. Can't make this up.
Amen.
You can't make this up. So you learn how to read words and use words with more than 4 syllables. Impress me. Onomatopoeia. Go. Can't make this up.
March 9th, 2022. 12 days after Russian tanks crossed the Ukrainian border, in the largest ground invasion Europe had seen since World War II. Residential buildings shelled, a maternity hospital bombed in Mariupol, families buried under rubble, millions of Ukrainians fleeing with whatever they could carry. On that day, one of the most influential conservative voices in America chose to post 2 words: Russian lives matter. Not a policy analysis.
2 words.
Not a nuanced geopolitical
I
argument.
just caught that.
2 words.
What'd you say?
I just caught that. It's
Oh,
3
no.
words. Because I don't ever watch my stuff back. And I'm like, oh, okay, my math
Oh,
isn't
yeah,
mathing. My math
okay.
isn't mathing.
It says 2 words. You said, I meant to say 3 words.
Yeah.
Lord, it's okay.
I stand corrected.
We make mistakes and point it out.
Well,
We
this was
know how to make mistakes and point it out.
what happened. What happened was I was originally trying to do the narration for this myself because I would rather it be my voice. And I
Mhm.
was at work and the phone's ringing. People were coming in and out of the store. I just kept getting interrupted. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use one of these narration apps or whatever. So I
Mhm.
like type up what I was going to say. And of course, they don't correct anything. They just say what
Right.
you tell them to say. So I'm doing this at work. So that I'm surprised there aren't more typos.
Oh man. So y'all just listen. Just know Steven is human, but he at least will admit to his mistakes and errors. And
That's
he
right.
caught it. That's the most important thing here. Candace wishes she could do this.
In 2 words. And I put 3 on the screen.
Y'all. It's all right. It's all good. Let's get back to it.
Crafted to redirect American sympathy toward the invading force. That person was Candace Owens. Tonight, we present the documented record of a pattern that connects Candace Owens to Russian state interests. Not through speculation, through verified dates, verified posts, verified Russian government amplifications, and a forum appearance that speaks for itself. Candace Owens built a media empire on one premise. She tells the truth that others won't. Her audience trusted her independence. They believed she was not being fed talking points. What the documented record shows is something very different. Statement after statement, claim after claim. From the first days of the invasion to a speaking appearance at Putin's own economic forum in 2026. The positions she took did not come from independent research. They mirrored, almost word for word, the official Kremlin narrative on Ukraine. Russia's global influence operations do not require hiring foreign nationals. They require finding credible voices with large audiences and making those voices louder. The Russian embassy's own social media accounts made sure of that. In the months between that first post and her invitation to St. Petersburg, Owens made dozens of statements that analysts describe as consistent with coordinated amplification of Russian messaging. She attacked Ukraine's right to exist. She mocked its democratically elected president. She spread claims about Western leaders traced directly to Russian disinformation networks. We have documented everything. The tweets, the dates, the embassy amplifications, the state media broadcasts, the historical fabrications, the forum appearance. What you are about to see is not opinion. It is an evidence file. And when this documentary is over, you will be asking one question. Was this planned? Or was she simply too convenient to ignore? Let's start with a tweet that started it all. March 9th, 2022. The post goes up. Russian lives matter. 3 days later, before the controversy had fully erupted, Owens followed with a deeper claim. Ukraine, she declared, was not a real country. Hadn't been a thing, she said, until 1989. A claim so historically inaccurate, it prompted immediate rebuttals from professional historians worldwide. Historians.
Oh, Candace, you're so stupid. It's painful. It's painful how dumb she is. And she just throws random stuff up, almost expecting to be debunked. And she thrives on that. She thrives on people responding to her, y'all. Oh, she's so dumb. Ukraine wasn't a thing until 1989. Are you kidding me? Something that can be a simple Google search. And this is what she does. The same way she puts statements out that are lies, where she's name dropping someone, and then they go and respond. And next thing you know, there's a whole video about it. It's all about content for her. She knows that if she were to just Google and read, Ukraine being a country existed long before 1989. But it's like, oh, look at everyone debunking me and how they're coming after me. No, but you keep saying stupid stuff. You show us your level of intellect. She's got to be on a second grade reading level. That's why she uses words like her verbiage wasn't a thing, because country is too hard to spell. So thing is what she understands most. Oh, God, this is crazy. Do y'all see the word country in this post? If you're watching from Facebook, please know that the word country is not here, because that is a hard word for Candace. It's hard. Words are hard. Oh, she's so dumb. Oh, Stephen, Candace is so stupid. It's painful, man. It's painful.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Sorry,
oh, my
I had to go grab a drink.
No, do what you gotta do.
Dude, let me tell you something. The medication I got put on, I had a stroke in 2013.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the medication that they put me on contains a diuretic. So I constantly have to keep fluid in my body. Constantly. And let me tell you something. I'm considering contacting the Guinness Book of Records for the longest pee. Now, that may be my claim to fame. I want you guys to hear it first. World record for the longest pee is Steven from FaxMe. But hey, if it brings us new members, maybe there's people out there that can relate. They can sympathize. They want to hear my story. They want to.
Longest pee. Well,
that's going to be my legacy, man. You know,
I can tell you, I got one. I should be in the Guinness Book of Records for the longest hot flash.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I don't know if your wife has had that moment where she's gone through hot flashes. Let me tell y'all something. Hot flashes are of the devil. It feels like your body is on fire, simply because your hormones are trying to somehow stabilize itself, and they just don't know what to do for 5 minutes. Y'all, hot flashes have got to be the worst thing ever. Like, it comes out of nowhere. It could be cold outside. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing a hot flash is useful for. But it could be cold outside. You're taking off coat, hat, gloves. You're like, oh my God. Oh no. One of those things hit me last night. And I have a fan my mom bought me where I held it up and just put it right in front of me and was just like, oh, sweet Jesus, please take me now. I was sweating. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the heck is that? hot flashes are not fair to no one.
Hey, I have hot flashes all the
Not
time.
fair.
I mean, every time my wife walks by.
You that's not you.
But no, she's past all that. She's a lot of people don't know there's a huge age difference between me and my wife. She's I'm 48, she's 58.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's all past all that. She's all past the mental pause and
oh man. God bless her. Child, I was like, I just came back from being outside with my son, had a fun day at the park, and I'm already like hot, trying to cool down. Took a great bath and everything, and I'm just heat flash out of nowhere, and I feel like I was at the park all over again. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. Boy, you talking about me just calling upon Jesus and just come on. Just thank you, Lord. Why would you ain't letting this happen to me?
please forgive me. You set me on fire already, man.
And everything. Oh, when heat flashes lead you to repentance. It's something else. I'm gonna do a segment on it. Next time I have a heat flash, I'm going live. So y'all can see exactly what's going on. It's gonna be funny, but I'm gonna go live, and I want everybody to witness this.
Fantastic. I could narrate it for you.
Yeah, I was. Oh, that'd be good.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, she is hunched over right now.
Yeah.
3 droplets of sweat have hit the ground. This could be fantastic. We could start up. I mean, this could be a thing.
Why, Lord? Yes, I'm gonna go live, and then you can take the video and edit it and add your voiceover with it.
See, this is what people need to do. There's so many podcasters out there, all just regurgitating the same thing, the same methods, the same backgrounds. It's like they all just went. They went to the podcast store and there were 3 backgrounds to choose from, and that's what they all do. Have you ever noticed that? Like, you've got your obligatory cross, your obligatory American flag. You know, it's like but then you got people like us. We document the hot flashes here. Yeah. We're going to show you things that nobody else is showing. We talk about the world's longest pee, ladies and gentlemen. You're not getting this anywhere else.
Oh, my God. You were literally in the bathroom the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, mercy, Jesus.
Look, I am not
a liter of fluid.
Look, and I'm telling you, okay, because I've dealt with it. The stroke was in 2013. It's now 2016. So that means for 13 years I have dealt with this pee. Now, I want to tell you something. A man gets bored when he's peeing so much all day long, so he decides to make it creative, right? And here's a question for you, okay, because now I'm kind of upset with science because I want the answer. How is it that I could drink this, okay, which is, 12 ounces?
Uh-huh.
But when I go and piss, I could fill up probably 3 milk jugs. How does that work? How does that work? These are the questions that people should be focusing on, okay?
You gonna have to go to the doctor and say, doctor, I don't think my body is well lubricated on the inside because all the fluids are just coming right on out.
My wife was rolling. 2 years ago, I had to suffered a really bad. I suffered from PTSD, and I had a really bad panic attack that I thought was going to kill me, man. And anybody who suffers these, you guys know what I'm talking about. So my wife, just in case it was something to do with my heart or stroke related, called the ambulance.
Right.
She follows the ambulance. We go down to the hospital. And of course, the very first thing they do is they stick you with an IV.
Uh-huh.
So I'm laying there, man, and I had to pee so bad. And this nurse comes in and she's like, and I'm like, ma'am, I have got to go. Right. And she's like, well, let me bring you a jug. She brings me a jug. And I said, you got another one? And she looks at me and she says, there's no way you're going to fill this up. So I turned around, dropped, and started peeing in it. And then I turned and I looked back at her and I said, you better go get the other one. So she went and she got the other one. I filled 1.5 gallons. The nurse said in her 25 years, she has never seen anything like this.
I've never heard anything like this. This is unbelievable.
You know, I consider myself a good person, LLC. You know, why can't I get like some kind of like creative or some kind of useful superpower? Instead, I just get to tell people I pee a lot. You know,
your bladder must be the champion.
Look, it proves
your bladder.
Look, it just proves to me God's got a sense of humor. That's
He does. He does.
It.
He created us, man. You know he got to have it. Oh, Jesus is laughing on the throne right now. Your bladder is impressive. That's what needs to be studied.
Let me tell you.
That's just like, oh man, that is. Oh my God, it's like twice the size. You must have 2 bladders. What's going on?
I'm telling you, people don't believe me too, and they're like, "There's no way you peed for 8 minutes straight," because that is the Guinness World Book Record. 8 minutes. I looked it up.
8 minutes here,
and I'm like, I could beat this, but how do you prove it? So, in order for me to prove it, I've got to be standing in front of some dudes, and you know, they've got to watch me pee. And time it. Could you imagine this?
Yeah,
could you imagine like working for the Guinness World Book and you telling your mom, well, what'd you do today? Well, I had to watch some guy pee for 8.5 minutes just so he could beat the record.
They'll probably say, here, take this camera.
Right.
And go, don't show everything, but just stand there and hold it like, I'm about to start. Y'all ready?
I thought about doing that as well. I thought maybe I'll film it and I'll just station the camera where you just see the stream. But then you're going to have the naysayers say, oh, we don't know that that's really coming from him. He could have a hose hooked up, you know.
Oh my God. Oh, so these people.
And apparently, you know, you know, the internet kind of frowns upon old men, you know. I don't want to get down that road.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, man, my stomach hurt. Let's get back to this, you all. This part 1 of Candace going to Russia.
Pointed out that Kiev, the Ukrainian capital, was founded in the 9th century. That Ukraine had a distinct language, culture, and national identity centuries before modern borders existed.
Wow.
That it declared independence not in 1989, but in 1918, and again in 1991. The claim was false, demonstrably, verifiably false. But what made it particularly alarming was not just its inaccuracy, it was who amplified it. The official Russian embassy's social media accounts retweeted Candace Owens' posts multiple times. The Russian government, the same government currently bombing Ukrainian cities, used an American commentator's words to justify their actions to the world. Think about that. Russian state media operates under strict coordination with the Kremlin. Every amplification is a strategic decision. When they broadcast Candace Owens' words to their global audience, they were sending a message. This American validates our narrative. And Candace Owens never distanced herself from that amplification. The talking points didn't stop there. The claim that Ukraine was not a real country is a cornerstone of Vladimir Putin's own stated justification for the invasion. Putin has given multiple speeches arguing that Ukraine has no legitimate claim to statehood, that it was artificially created, that it properly belongs within the Russian sphere. Candace Owens made the same argument, word for word. This pattern of amplification would become the hallmark of what we are documenting tonight. When she spoke, Russian state media listened. When she posted, the Russian embassy broadcast it. With every amplification, her anti-Ukraine messaging reached audiences who had never heard of Candace Owens. Audiences inside Russia itself, where her words were used to justify a war. If the Russian Lives Matter tweet raised eyebrows, what Candace Owens said about Ukraine's president removed all doubt about where she stood. Volodymyr Zelensky is, by any objective measure, a remarkable figure in modern history. A former comedian who became president of his country, and then led its defense against one of the world's largest military forces, inspiring the international community with his refusal to flee when offered evacuation. Candace Owens had a different description. She called Zelensky a, quote, homosexual actor.
What?
She attacked his legitimacy as a leader.
Candace, George Farmer is a homosexual actor. Yeah,
I don't think he's acting.
and yeah.
He's a natural.
He's not acting. He's for real. He's not for fun. This is not for play. He's like, I don't do this for funsies, Lady Luck. He said, this is not for play. This is all real. Candace, you gonna address these allegation of your lavender husband putting his hands on another grown man, walking up to him and grabbing him by his no parts? Are you gonna ever talk about that or what? Because that allegation has more credibility than you do, Candace. This is coming from the woman that cannot say the word beret. Just keep that in mind. Because beret is not it. This is crazy. You go after whole country leaders like this, and then you get mad when they clap back. No, that you got it coming. See, you cannot push out something you can't take. Don't dish it if you can't take it, because you look like a coward when you can't take it. The same thing with the Macrons. She didn't think they would sue her. She thought that she would be untouchable to be sued. No, they suing your ass, heifer. And guess what? They might have, more of a precedence being set in the U.S. for suing you in the U.S. So they're going to pave the way for a lot more lawsuits to be filed against people.
Oh, yeah.
By other country leaders, because people are sick of the nonsense. There's no reason to lie about this. The stuff that she says is just idiotic. It's idiotic.
Well, think about it like this, too. Like, I was joking about my claim to fame being the peeing the longest guy, right?
Right.
But can you imagine Candace losing everything because you called a woman a man?
Exactly.
It is so stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's so childish, so high school, man. It's like, that's going to be your legacy. You lost everything because you called a woman a man.
Yep.
And then you lost everything because everything with Charlie Kirk. But
yeah,
it seems so it just doesn't even seem like it's real. Like, how can somebody be like this, man?
Yeah. But this is to show how Candace she's so driven to get those views and to make that money that she will lie incessantly on someone just to do that. Lie. And you're going to have to prove this stuff in court, you dumb girl. Because, see, one thing she doesn't want to do is to give up discovery. But yet she'll tell her cult members, yeah, no, I want subpoena power, whatever that means. And then when she gets hit with a lawsuit, I filed the motion to dismiss.
You're right. Every time.
We can. And, that's just a part of the process. Why don't you start with that? Why don't you tell your people, if we get hit with a lawsuit, we are going to seek a dismissal because we have the option to do so. And I'm going to make it very difficult for us to have a hearing on that. It's going to take about a good year. I'm going to stall. I'm going to request extensions for dumb things that I don't really need to request an extension for. Also, that I can take my time. If these people want to sue me, even though I'm going to lose, I'm just going to make it hard for them to win.
Well, what baffles me, LLC, is again, going back to this common sense thing, the history of people. You fool me once, shame on you, that kind of mentality.
Yep.
Well, it's like every person that Candace Owens has ever used, she has flipped on throughout her entire life. every person that has platformed her, she has flipped on.
Yep.
So all of these people who are insiders, who are emailing her tips and sending her this stuff, she's going to turn on them all. If it comes down to her, she is going to turn on them all. And they don't realize that when she goes to court, all of that stuff's going to be made public.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's taking other people down with her, and they are willingly letting her do it.
They are. Because cult mentality, hive mindset, and, no one reads the book. They don't. You look at how she's handling this with Mitch Snow. He is dodging service from the United States Marshals. And she has not said anything about this at all, has not spoken of it at all. It's almost if she wants to forget he exists. He's your co-defendant. So if he does not respond, accept service at all, he will have a default judgment entered against him. You can imagine how much more harder that's going to make her case of trying to fight back when your co-defendant, whom you brought on your show, is dodging service and refusing to participate, to defend himself, to do anything. No answer, no nothing. Okay, so cool. That lets the court know where both of you stand, because he's not taking it seriously and you're trying to get the case in discrete parts dismissed. Why? And what's so funny is Baron Coleman said the entire case had no merit and that the entire lawsuit will be dismissed. But Candace hires 2 actual attorneys that also went to law school and passed the bar. And they're not seeking to dismiss the entire case in discrete parts, meaning that's going to be a partial motion to dismiss. But if they were listening or even merely agreed to what Baron Coleman said, why not dismiss the entirety of the lawsuit? Candace's own attorneys have already debunked Baron Coleman. And that is the company she keeps. Idiots like him, as opposed to her telling him, well, my attorneys do not feel that it would be plausible to dismiss the entire case in parts, but not the entire case as a whole. So you may have to go back and look at your video and recant some things, because my attorneys are not even doing the same thing that you said they would do. And I'm not going to let you call my attorney stupid.
Well, and you also have to look at the perception. The public perception people have of attorneys has changed. It's like, when I was growing up, you felt that attorneys were very intelligent people. The bar exam was one of the most difficult tests anybody could take, right? A lot of these attorneys, it would take them multiple attempts to even pass it. But now you have to look at it like this. I look at it like the Grammys. Okay. The Grammys used to mean something to me. They used to, platform good musicians. You would win the Grammy if you were a good songwriter, production, whatever. But then they started giving it to people like Madonna, Britney Spears, people who are entertainers, not necessarily accomplished musicians. So that devalued what a Grammy meant, right? And I think the same thing can be said for an attorney. Okay, we all know Barron's an idiot, but you've got Jasmine Crockett, Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom. These morons have passed the bar exam. Right. So really, is it that difficult of a test when Gavin Newsom of his own volition said he can't even read?
What?
Yes, he said he can't even read.
Oh, God.
I've got that video on my channel somewhere. This was last year. I'm like, this guy, he was trying to relate to black culture, by the way. Okay, you'll have to look this video up. He was trying to relate to black culture, and he said, I'm just like you. I can't read. Oh, my God. It's like a Bidenism, right? Anyway,
audacity. The black, they're black
But-
people
but
that can read. What's wrong with
here's
him?
the thing. You're governor of California. You just admitted you can't read. How did you pass a bar exam when you can't read? And how did you release a book when you can't read?
Exactly. Oh, he just made himself even dumber. Can't make this up.
But
What
that's
an
the thing.
insult.
Kamala Harris is an attorney. So, yeah, they're not all smart.
And
That's the point.
It's just, and the thing is, he knows that her attorneys are not going to sit here and cater to the fob of what he's trying to put out on social media. Candace wants everything to be a matter of public opinion. No, because the courts don't care about that. They care about laws. They care about facts and evidence. So when you go to court, like I said previously, Baron Coleman would not be able to say any of those things in that video
Nope.
as a legal argument in front of a federal judge. That judge would be insulted to hear him say anything along those lines of what he said in the video about that lawsuit, trying to argue a legal point about the case not having merit. None of that would fly. The judge will stop him and interrupt him so many times, it would be disgraceful.
Well, here's the part that really, really kills me, especially with Barron. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can say it with Candace because she's flipped her theory I don't know how many times since September 10th. But Barron is adamant about believing that Charlie Kirk was electrocuted to death. Okay. He's adamant about that. I did an entire debunking video on it from an audio production standpoint. You know, the stuff he was saying was a flat out lie. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he is supporting and boasting Candace's exploding mic theory. So it's like, well, wait a minute. You're trying to convince your audience that he was electrocuted, but at the same time, you're trying to convince him that it was an exploding mic. So which is it?
Exactly.
You know, and nobody sees this. Their audience just sits there. Oh, he's so smart.
He's such
Wait,
a doofus.
what?
He's such a doofus.
Right.
Like, dude, you
He
can't.
changes his story constantly, and so does Candace.
Exactly. He's such a simp. Whenever she says something, he goes back and parrots that. He doesn't come up with the stuff on his own.
I wrote
He's only
Barron.
parroting what she says. What did he say?
He didn't say anything back.
Oh, words are hard.
But
for him.
I wrote him to give him the benefit of the doubt. When I was going to do his electrifying microphone theory,
Oh my
I did it across 2 episodes called Breaking Barron.
Mhm.
And I sent him a message and I said, you said in this video that if you were proven wrong, that you weren't above admitting you were wrong. Well, here it is.
Yep.
So you need to go on your show and tell people how inaccurately you were trying to explain science to them.
Yeah.
And of course, he didn't acknowledge it in any way, shape, or form. But I love these people, how they'll say, oh, I'll correct it. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. And then you never hear them mention it again.
Yeah, and then they don't do anything. They don't correct nothing. Because they don't care. They don't care about the truth. They know it would be embarrassing. And that's the thing. They can't put their pride and ego to the side. It comes before their fall.
That's all
what's
right.
happening with Candace. Her pride comes before her fall.
That's all right, LLC. I haven't even told anybody this yet, but I'm going to say it right now on your show. I'm putting. I mean, I feel, and most people that have an inkling of intelligence and critical thinking feel the same way, that we've already put this exploding microphone thing to bed, right?
Yeah,
It's just
but
BS, right? Well, I'm going to take it a step further this week. I'm going to recreate the scene, and I'm actually going to blow it up live on my show. I have ordered Rode mics.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to give people instructions on how to build these things. But I am going to have a mannequin with a white t-shirt on and that Rode mic underneath rigged as an explosive. Wow. And I am going to detonate it live on my show to show people what a Rode exploding microphone would actually do. Good. So then you can see all the bits and pieces afterwards and what that would look like. You can see the huge ass hole it's going to blow in that shirt and the burn marks and the smoke and everything else.
Okay.
And people are going to see this because, hey, if that's the theory, let's put it to the test.
Yes.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Just
Let's
show
blow
what
some
that
stuff
looks
up.
like. Yes. Give me a shout out when you do.
Oh, I will. I'll be like, Lady Luck, this is for you.
I'm here for this. I just said this last week. I was like, Candace is not smart. She does not know how the effect of any explosive device on the human body would tear up the human body. And what you expect to see as far as the remnants of that. You're not going to get a perfectly round hole from an explosive device. That defies physics. It defies physics. That's not how that works. But yet and still, she's an idiot. So we don't mind. Listen, we have no problem proving that Candace Owens is a moron. None. I'm to sleep peacefully saying this. It does not bother me to call her an idiot. I'm good with that. I'm good. Oh, Candace, you dumb heifer. I sleep good at night. It does not bother me one little bit. I'm going to call you what you act like. And you want to act as if you're an idiot, I'm going to call you that. Just like with the candy ass cult members. Keep acting like a cult member and repeating her talking points. I'm going to call you a cult member. You shall be called according to how you act.
They don't have minds of their own at all. And the thing is, I'll do this video at the end of the week. That's pretty much what I'm planning to do this because there's a lot of setup.
Oh.
And I've already let my neighbors know.
Oh.
If you guys
got to put the horses and the cows and the dogs away though, because they're gonna be startled.
When you guys see me outside with a mannequin, don't just turn the other way. Just turn the other way.
Never mind. It's an experiment for you too.
But here's the thing: I'm going to do this, and people are going to see exactly her theory put to the test, and it's going to see all the broken up. However, it ends up. I'm going to show the truth. However, it ends up, and when it doesn't look like what's on the floor of that SUV, and when it completely obliterates his T-shirt, there's still going to be morons that's going to say, "Oh, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. You didn't use enough. You didn't use enough petting, or you used too much petting, or whatever." No, I have measured everything out. I've got it all in a document. I am recreating this exactly how she is describing it.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Ooh, and you should probably play her video side by side like you're following her instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be so good, y'all. So we got some great content coming up this week.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And who knows? It gives me a great opportunity to do like a slow motion cool guy walk out into the field with some kind of theme song, and pushing the button. Or maybe I'll do a walk away, a slow cool guy walk away like the Joker in The Dark Knight when he blows up the hospital. I'll be sitting there messing with the detonator, can't get it to work.
Dun, 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 dun.
Play Chariots of Fire, yeah.
I'm here for it. I am here for it, man. Oh, y'all, we gonna have to watch that video. It's gonna be so good. Candace, prepare to be obliterated with that nonsense.
Hey, I had thought about printing out a picture of her face and putting it on the mannequin, but you know how people they would say,
"Oh, he's threatening me."
Yes, exactly. So the white T-shirt,
her maiden name.
The white T-shirt just says "Candace sucks" on it. So you guys know. There's a little preview.
Oh man! Oh, Candace, the scorned woman. All right, y'all. Let's get back to this so we can get to our comedy special with the Eda Marie video. Let's go.
She spread false claims about his background and his motives. This language did not emerge in a vacuum. These exact talking points, Zelensky as an illegitimate actor, a puppet of Western interests, were being pushed simultaneously by Russian state media. Calling a wartime leader a homosexual actor is a specific rhetorical weapon, designed for a specific audience. It is meant to make people who might otherwise support Ukraine feel that their values are not represented by its president. And it worked. In conservative American circles, Owens' framing of Zelensky took hold. It shaped how millions of people thought about a man who was simply trying to save his country. Meanwhile, in Moscow, state television played clips of Candace Owens. Russian-language media amplified her words. The Kremlin got, for free, what it could never have bought: a credible American voice calling their enemy a fraud. The damage was real, the reach was massive, and the source was the same playbook, every single time.
That
Please
was
like,
good.
comment, share.
That was so good. Oh my God. Well done, Steven. Well done. Well done. We have Edie's video that she did with the anger management, you all. Because I want to get to this again. We got to get the views up on this. So you guys make sure you share this. This is probably, just for a skit, one of the most fun things I've done in a while. And I enjoyed myself in this. So hopefully Edie Marie will do more anger management sessions and have, other content creators in on it. Especially the one she issued the cease and desist against. So have you said you've seen this one already?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is a jewel. It was just an honor to just be a part of it all. So we had a lot of fun. We watched this with Edie. We did a grand presentation here in the Lady Luck Club, and my son was here. He's so adorable. Wanted to watch a reaction and stuff, and we are here watching it again because I hope you guys can use these laughs. Okay, she is absolutely hilarious, and I had so much fun. So let's see here. This week, what day are you going to be airing that video? Do you know? Because I want to be able to do a live stream on that.
Probably Friday, because I'm planning on when I say streaming it live, I'm going to pre-record it, just because it's going to be a lot of setup, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want to. So I'll probably stream it. I'm planning on doing the experiment Wednesday. So I'll probably end up putting it all together, making sure all my ducks are in a row and accurate, and releasing it Friday.
Oh man, that's gonna be good. Okay, so we'll have to have a special viewing on that because I want to see that. I want to see that because
just say good things about me after because you never know. This might be it for Faxby.
No.
That could be my claim to fame. He blew himself up and 3 gallons of piss went everywhere. He put himself out.
Yeah, don't say that. Make sure you have your super gear on.
No, we
and all that.
It's good. He doesn't want me to say his name, but I've actually got a guy that works for the fire department that's going to be here with me.
Oh, cool.
So it's all good. We're not going to do anything dangerous. It's going to look like we're really close to the explosion. But that's just for the camera's sake. We'll be. It's all going to be done completely safe.
Correct. Okay. Awesome.
Controlled.
So we'll have a watch party on that, and we got to get in your last episode of Bride of Candace. So we'll do that hopefully Friday. Because I have so many collabs scheduled up this week.
Awesome.
I'm excited about. So yes, it is an absolute blessing. Just to be able to hang out with other fantastic content creators like yourself and with Edie. We have tomorrow Johnny Walker Dread. Hopefully there's an attorney I've been trying to get on to speak about the Carmelo Anthony case. So just great lineup this week. Paramount Tactical Thursday. I'm excited. Hopefully Natalie Biesner will be joining us. Ryan Morrow's coming back on Wednesday. So I'm just excited.
Lady Luck got it going.
It's a blessing, man. It is an absolute blessing. But you guys are the ones that make all of this possible. So for those of you in the chat, make sure you are hitting that like button. Go show Facts Me some love on his channel. And I mean it. Show him some love. Make sure you like and subscribe here to the Lady Luck Club, to the Lady Luck Club Sweet Tea, as well as Facts Me. And you can also follow him on Facebook, and you can follow at the Lady Luck Club LLC on X as well as Instagram. So you guys can get in all of this fantastic content from multiple sources. I guess I'm gonna have to subscribe to X so I can start streaming now. Now that I'm excited about giving Elon Musk my money. But
I just can't do it. I can't do X no more, man. It's just,
yeah, I know. It's
so negative.
When I say it's been a journey trying to figure out if I'm gonna actually go that way, but yeah, because I need to be able to stream, and
There's
I already have
a
a nice following there, so it's like I might as well.
I'll shoot it to you when I find it again. I got it saved as a favorite on one of my laptops, but
Okay.
there's a service that I'm
Mhm.
considering using because yes, it's good to have your presence everywhere it can possibly be. But when it's just like us, we don't have some team to be running this stuff, like these big podcasters have. They've got managers
Mhm.
and they've got producers, and I would never want any of that stuff anyway. But
Mhm.
you gotta, it's so hard. You gotta keep up to TikTok, you keep up to
Yeah.
Facebook, and keep up to X
Yep.
and Insta and blah blah blah. And especially when you're uploading content, that's
Yeah.
time consuming to begin with.
Yep. Absolutely.
And there's this software, this app you can use where you
Mhm.
log in through it and you pick like your target, or I'm sorry, the origin. Like let's say in our case it's YouTube. Then
Mhm.
when you post on YouTube, it automatically does it everywhere else for you.
Right. That's what
And-
StreamYard does.
Yeah, and I thought about doing that with X to where I don't even have to be there, look at comments. I don't even have to mess with it. Just let it
Yeah.
do it automatically and come what
Yeah.
may. It could be the Thunderdome over there and I wouldn't know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. Because a lot of times I don't. I mean, I got a couple mods. Mindy, for sure, is able to tag me in on stuff. So a lot of the information I show is based on what I'm being tagged on primarily. And so I'm not over there every day, but I want to be able to kind of start streaming there because I do have, I'm blessed to have an audience there. And it's starting to pick up and build up. So as soon as I get the subscription, I can actually stream from StreamYard to both my YouTube channels and to X, so that everything kind of goes to X the same time it will go to YouTube. And it, that kind of just takes care, at least the content being uploaded there, so I can get, the activity can start to pick up. But it's definitely easy to do it from one platform where you can just stream to all.
Yeah.
I haven't tried to do to Instagram yet. I don't know if I have to have a subscription with Instagram to do that, but I know I need one for X. So at the very least, I want to, we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers here in the Lady Luck Club.
You gonna get it too.
Y'all better get these subs out and hit the like button like you mean it. Even the candy ass cult members, I don't care about your temper tantrum. They'll be fine. Whatever. Let them get it out. I still don't care. But I do want you guys to hit that like button, and we don't have to agree with everything. I'm certainly not going to agree with anything Candace says. I just don't. It is what it is. But except her calling herself an alien, we do agree with that. But as far as everything else, it does come down to facts, and we are going to give commentary about her, and we are going to say exactly what needs to be said, and we are going to keep our foot on her neck. We're going to say when she's wrong, when she's violating scripture, attacking a widow. We're going to keep saying it. And the candy asses can just keep being bigly mad. I don't really care. Keep throwing your
Right
towel.
on.
It doesn't stop the accountability. You call it whatever you want. We don't care. We're going to keep doing it because she should be held accountable. And if she wants to walk around here, withhold evidence and all this stuff, then whatever legal consequence comes her way is what comes her way. She's already being sued. There's
Yep.
nothing to be jealous of with someone facing 2 lawsuits. Who would be jealous of someone being sued?
Who would be
jealous
jealous of a character like that to begin with?
Can't make this up.
I mean, she's awful. She's just an
She's
awful
awful.
human being, man.
Right. She's a horrible person. The idea of her trying to resort to calling Erica Kirk by her maiden name is pathetic. It's pathetic, Candace. You're not even trying, you lazy bum. You're not trying at all. You're just resorting to being the mean girl. So when we call you that, I don't care that you and your cult members think we're attacking you, because you are calling this woman by her maiden name, knowing that she's married. What God has put together, let no man pull asunder. So no matter how many times you try to sit here and interfere with the love and the union that Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk had while he had his days here on earth, you will not be able to come between that, Candace. Calling her by her maiden name does not mean that she was not married to him. You just don't want it to happen in your mind. And that is a sick, demented individual. You should not care about anything that occurred between her and her husband. Not at all. She doesn't give a damn about you and yours. So why do you care about her and hers? You're obsessing over her to the point where you admitted to stalking her. That's a disturbed mentality.
I just want to so no rumors get started. This is kind of serious, LLC. I want people to realize that I am petting my dog. I'm not staring at LLC and having some alone time. If you
No,
guys, I just looked at myself in the camera and I'm like, I wonder what they think I'm doing. I am petting Remington. So, and no, that's not the name of little Stevie. Man, why you got to take it there, LLC? Why you got to take it there, man?
Oh, God.
So I love being on somebody else's show. Hey, this is fantastic.
Charlie, Erica. You're making me talk to animated photos.
Please forgive us.
Charlie, what you think, man? Charlie said, buckle up, everybody. Here we go. That's what he said.
He said, please put a disclaimer before every show.
Oh, man. Oh, child. All right. Well, having said that, we're going to get to anger management. Shout out to Edie Marie, you all. Go check out her video on her channel. She is she's a sweetheart. And she is funny. I love her. Just editing on her videos make her hilarious in and of itself. But she is absolutely hilarious. A ton of fun. And so let's get to this. Let's get ready to laugh. Put the dog there, and hopefully the dog can watch and laugh as well. Let's go.
How are you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm gonna be honest.
No, be honest. This is a safe place.
It is a safe place. And you know what? I am compatible with this.
Yes. No, you've got this.
I don't need to worry about the macabre
No.
of it all.
No. You just show up and be you. That is all that you need to do.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I do each day. I just be me.
Yes. The world needs more people like you.
Thank you.
I was just telling a colleague the other day.
Tell me what you
Yes.
said.
Oh, I just talked about how fabulous you are.
Okay.
The truth speaker. Oh.
Truth seeking, speaking angel.
Yes.
Just like my Candace.
Just like Candace. Yes.
I love her so.
If she only knew you existed and we're in her corner.
Are you saying she
Yeah,
doesn't
I realized
know?
I shouldn't have said that.
Are you saying that she don't know that?
Oh, she does. She does.
Well, maybe lead with that next time.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
I'm
the
sorry.
feedback that I provide.
I'm so sorry.
Too many times to just tell me what I want to hear.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's right here in my notes. I'm sorry. Let's get back to today. This
Right.
interview.
Listen,
You are going to put her in her place. Yes, and it's going to make Candy so proud.
Oh,
So
okay.
proud.
Ah,
Yes.
I love her.
She loves you.
I really hate Lady Luck Club.
Oh. Yeah. No. See that though, okay? We don't want to take away from the words. Okay.
I'd hate to get overwhelmed.
No. Remember our techniques? Yes. Okay. So if you feel yourself struck by any person's gonna say,
Right.
you just take a breath.
Yeah,
And you remember our techniques.
I do remember.
Yes. Don't be ashamed.
I'm not ashamed.
I think you're
Harold.
supposed to be giving her like constructive criticism as well.
It's
You
like
can't
she's
just
incapable.
tell her what you
Open
want.
it
How are we
ears.
going to
They're
progress?
like,
Having the burden.
you know why?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I'll tell you.
I see.
Graham Hurley, Cindy Shogun, Art Troll,
Oh no.
Bronson,
Okay.
Jay Witt.
Okay. I feel you're getting upset. Okay, let's not do this right before the interview, okay?
Of course,
I'll take care of it. Yeah.
so before I say it again, I really hate him a lot.
Yeah. A lot to hate there. No.
Yeah. I had to pass it because she calls this character is the Candyland biker babe 7000 calls Candace a chocolate flower. So we turned her into so like, we turned her into a chocolate flower. Oh, the Luxers in the LLC. When I say they have talent beyond recognition, we turned her into a chocolate flower. This is some chocolate flower. Oh, that Candyland biker baby is something else. Oh my God. What I said? I told her, I said, girl, this reminds me of like In Living Color or Mad TV with the skits and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God. I said, girl, if you keep doing that, you can actually like this can become a real character.
Yes.
And you nail how these candy asses act. They act just like that. Candace is our savior. She's gonna be queen of the universe. Candace is a chocolate flower. You speaking chocolate flower? So, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's get back to it, y'all. I'm trying to breathe.
I'm gonna be honest right now. I am finding it difficult to even look at the screen. I'm gonna be honest, okay? And I'll just tell you, Lady Luck Club.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't you love that to have me crying like a teeny tiny little weasel?
Oh no, it's
Think again. Okay. Oh, you'd love that. You'd love.
those are fortunate.
I'm so happy that you find this funny, Lady Luck Club.
It's oh wow. Okay. There's nothing we can do. We'll just have to power through it.
I am not a violent person. I am not a violent. But let me tell you something. I'm as sweet as can be. I'm sweet as pie. Sweet as pie. But I will tell you that Lady Luck Club.
Goodness gracious.
You're really doing enough on my patients. Talking about my baby. My Candace Owens. I would just like to know. I would just love to know where you think you get off talking about my baby when she's never, ever told a lie. She's incapable. She is incapable of lying.
Oh, she's a babble.
Okay.
Yes, she babbles. We can agree to that. I think we agree she babbles.
Oh no, she's actually saying capable.
I said she's incapable of lying.
She's saying
I
capable.
said it right. Don't make fun of the way that I say incapable. That means she's not capable of lying. I didn't say anything about her babbling. I said capable. I would just love, you know what?
Oh man.
I would just love an explanation as to who you think you are. Just who you think you are.
Oh, Candyland biker babe, let me tell you something, honey. What I am is well learned and read. While your chocolate flower lives in the land of honeybees and millendews and bumblebees and lumberjacks. We're here on Earth. Yeah, no, we don't take kindly to that lying she does. You know, she's stalking. She's telling.
No, see, lie, 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 lie.
Love her.
3, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? And that would be Lady Luck Club LLC is what's bothering me with the lies that she just.
Okay, we gotta mute her. Kevin, we gotta mute her.
Candyland Biker Babe sent that cease and desist. And I felt the sudden urge to laugh, out loud.
Okay.
I mean, I laughed my ass off. I do believe they call it LMAO. I'm just going to, keep it simple for Candyland Biker Babe because I don't want to bombard her with words. So I did an LMAO on the floor. It was ROTF LMAO moment.
Okay.
And then I shared the video with the Lady Luck Club. And then I laughed some more.
Okay.
And then when we were done, I laughed myself to sleep. Because Candy is a liar. She is a stalker. She has weaponized the death of Charlie Kirk, a man that she was in love with and she's scorned about because he didn't want to marry her, pay her any attention. And now she can't be CEO of TPUSA because that's exactly what she really wanted to be deep down on the inside. She also used that man's credit card to book a flight to go to the UK to try to go out and pretend like she met George Farmer, knowing darn well that John Mappin had already introduced them. But we can save that for later. But we're not in the mood for, alien beings being here on Earth, messing with humanity, attacking our United States Armed Forces, accusing them of being involved in a murder cover-up, bringing on someone named Miss Snow, and then helping that slob raise $134,000. Ask Candyland Biker Babe, is Candace gonna give her any money? I'm just curious to know that. Like, could she ever get Candace to pay her rent?
Right.
That'd be funny to me.
And now I see she's again getting triggered because Mitch Snow, that really,
she's Snow.
She's asked her husband and all of her close friends and family not to mention, not even to say snitch because it reminds her too much of Mitch. So that you've triggered her.
No, he pees on himself. He pees in the bed.
Oh,
he also raises hammers to hit. He raised the hammer to hit a woman, and he hit a car with a hammer. Yeah, Miss Snow.
I didn't see that.
Miss Snow
I saw that.
Clown. He's a whole clown. I'm here for this. He's a whole clown.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Snow can kick rocks.
Okay.
Jump off a bridge. Miss Snow.
All right. Okay. Now, do you ever plan on not talking about Candace?
No, I'm going to be talking about her until she loses all of her lawsuits. Okay. Every single last one of them. She's going to lose them. I'm here for it. And I'm going to report on it. And I want to see her lose her lawsuits because she admitted to defaming the Macrones. She has an ET doll with a blonde wig on it. Who does that? Juice in the tank. I have a lot of juice in the tank. I got it. Candace will be reported on until Kingdom Come. God's will be done. We're going to continue to talk about her.
Okay.
And she's going to lose her lawsuits. Ask Candace, is she going to read one scripture from the Bible without picking up the Bible? Just to show if she's actually read it. Candace will melt upon contact with the Bible. Right along with Mitch Snow.
Oh, okay. You said his name again. Okay. Now, let me ask you, in Candyland, we're going to allow you to, Biker Babe, we're getting to you, okay? But this is good. Remember, this is good for you. Okay. Now, Lady Luck, does it bother you or make you feel any type of way that you're hurting the coalition of the Candies? You're causing them, as Biker Babe would say, mental distress. Does that give you reason for pause on your assault of Mrs. Owens Farmer?
No.
Okay.
I just, I feel bad for Harold. I think Harold is quite lovely. He sounds,
Listen.
very nice and sweet.
Listen.
He loves Candyland.
I can't continue on.
7,000, but the coalition of the candies. I feel nothing. I probably would feel something if they at least produced one of her 2 degrees that she claimed she earned. Maybe they can get evidence on that.
You mentioned Harold, and that does upset Biker Babe when other women mention Harold.
We love Harold.
Okay, because she thinks that Harold actually is
I think they remember your
gaslighting her a lot of the time. Now, from what you've witnessed, do you believe Harold to be a gaslighting individual? No.
I think Harold is more sane and you would say Mitch Snow. Every time he gets the chance, and he should.
Okay. I know he's very
representation of lying. He's a liar, impersonated, personified. He's the epitome of liar.
Right.
We love Harold.
Harold is so great. He's actually really wonderful and sweet. I see you, Candy. Okay, we're getting to you, Biker Babe. Just again, do the exercises.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Breaths in and out, in and out. Okay. Go to that happy place inside of you. All right, Lady Luck. Is there any
Continue what you're doing. Just continue.
any way, because Biker Babe does feel like she's due an apology for all of this mental distress that you've caused her, would you be willing to offer an apology to Biker Babe for all of the anguish that she's feeling from your, as she calls it, blatant assault on her baby, Candace Owens Farmer?
No. Impairment. Moved an entire segment on her.
Okay.
Criminal.
Okay, that seems like a hard no.
Exactly. It's like the only one to understand. Harold never understood.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I feel it.
No. Yeah. No, I felt that come through the. It's like it smacked me right in the face. That was a no. That was a hard no. One last thing that really upsets Biker Babe that maybe you could give some insight to is your criticism of Candace's wardrobe.
Oh, he needs a haircut.
Okay.
She looked like a dragonfly. Have you seen her photo?
Maybe living style.
She looked like an extinct animal. Something that looked like it was made up in Jurassic Park. You know the movie. They came out before she was born.
Oh no, that movie was fantastic. I love that Jurassic Park, the original. I love that. I do love that. I think I know the one you're talking about with the frilly neck. Okay. Oh,
she looked like
I'm sorry.
She looked like a winged. I have a photo. Would you like to see the picture?
I would love that.
Oh, doctor, would you like to see the picture?
I would love
this.
To
will
see
be awesome.
Yes.
We're gonna pull it up. Can I share my screen with you?
Absolutely.
I want to share the screen with you. Thank you so
this
much.
is good for you,
because we're here for this.
We are. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Candyland Biker Babe, take that one to your grave.
Take this. Okay. I don't like when I'm.
I want you. Candyland, I want you to go to bed with this image seared inside of your eyelids. Oh no! Oh
Devin, can you come in? Okay, Biker Babe.
Does it kill first? Ask questions later.
Okay, Lady Luck, I have to disconnect quickly, but thank you so much. Okay, Devin.
You've done really well. Yes.
It wasn't like the last time.
No, there were a lot of triggers, and you pulled through.
I didn't even react.
No. Oh no, it's been glorious.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's there you go. Yeah. You did great. Harold's proud of you too. Yes, he is.
I really hated him.
No, he loves you. He loves you.
No, that was hurtful.
That's what I said.
Oh,
Harold, I told you to go.
Thank you, Lady Black. Yeah.
There, see? Bigger person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was good talking to you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Mhm.
75 million years ago, a galactic.
Oh, that's it. Y'all, my stomach hurt. That was it. That makes me. Oh man. Oh y'all. I've been laughing this whole time. I don't know.
That was exceptional. That was exceptional.
Oh, that was so much fun. Candyland Biker Babe 7,000. Oh my God. I told her, you gotta keep that character going. You gotta keep it going. That, oh my goodness. It's like all the candy ass is summed up into one person.
That's great. That was
Oh my
fantastic.
God. Yes. Thank you, man. Listen, Ida Marie is an absolute visionary. Hopefully you two can collab together soon.
Oh God.
She is funny. She is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Man, I've had a blast here. Y'all had a good time.
I know I have.
Oh my God.
Pee
Y'all,
and all.
Yeah. We're going on 2 hours and 50 minutes. Did you know that?
My bladder did. I mean, not that I'm keeping track or anything.
Listen, man, thank y'all so much. We're going to get the supers in and any questions you guys have for Fax Me.
Don't ask me nothing.
Steven or myself. Oh, this has been an absolute blast. Lila Rose said $13.99 super. Oh no, I think that's Canadian, right? Yeah. Why aren't people going after the Utah University for failing to secure the site? They were the ones that told Harpool what his team was allowed to do or not to do. That would be a good question. I think that would fall under a civil matter if they were to pursue anything from Utah, because they would have to be charged with something criminally in order for that to be a criminal issue. So let's say, Erica Kirk or Brian Harpool's security team decides they want to pursue something, that would be a civil lawsuit. And then it would have to be something involving, negligence, perhaps false information provided for instructions, or, an abuse of policy or rules or something to that extent. Or they would have to, have something that can point to legal liability. Perhaps they had a rule that prohibited them from doing their job, and no one else has ever been told, we can't do this or do that. But that's something that they would have to pursue as a civil matter against Utah University itself. I do know when it comes to these colleges and universities, they have their own security or police officers for that campus. They also, that's considered private property. So they can come up with certain rules on drones, and when it comes to security staff or security details, they can come up with policies and rules to govern their campus, their property. But they would have to find fault in what they were told in order to pursue anything with them. So maybe there's something there. I haven't looked at all the rules and regulations for Utah University, for UVU. Maybe it's something there. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But that would be something that they would have to pursue on a civil matter. hopefully that answered your question as well. And thank you so much for the super. I appreciate it. We have a $5 super from Kelly. This collab is perfection. Thank you. Shout out to you, that warms my heart. This is our second time collabing, Facts Me and I have had a blast each time. And we have some information that I put in regarding the U.S. Statutes regarding obstruction, interference, and witness tampering. So make sure you guys go and look at this information as well. Reading is fundamental, and we do it here in the Lady Luck Club. So, and I know factivists are used to, evidence being given to them, incredible resources, things that, can help all of us learn and understand more of what's going on. So, if you guys want to take time to do some research, you can, legalclarity.org, as well as the, just looking up U.S. penal codes and federal statutes is something you can just do as a Google search. It's a great resource. Justia is a great resource as well to help give a little breakdown of the law and what it means. And then we have Jim. Hi, Jim, for the $2 super. Is there a gag order in place on the Tyler case? So there was an order signed early on regarding release of information, and then of course decorum regarding media and the press. The gag order itself would be more of just a general release of information, such as recording in the court, right? You would need permission from the judge to do that, and then you have to be careful on what you release out to the public. There was a contemptible action they sought, I believe, earlier this year because a piece of the court footage was released out showing Tyler Robinson in shackles at his feet. And I'm like, well, why would anyone need to see that? It has, when you get these so-called media journalists in the courtroom, everything is not necessarily a matter for the right for the public to know at that moment. What did it help the public in knowing that he had been shackled at the feet? Well, why do we need to know that? That's the question that are asked when you have media presence in high-profile criminal cases like this. Does the public need to know something like this? And if it is something that the public has the right to know, when will be a good time to release it? Because they're still called this preservation of evidence that the jury needs to see, or else releasing evidence prematurely could taint the jury. It could taint the jury pool selection. You don't want to do that. You want your jury to remain neutral and impartial and fair, so that whatever ruling they come out with, it's not being questioned or second guessed because of bias. When bias is something that you can leave out of the equation. Our need to feel like we got to know something right now is out of control. I did not need to see footage of Tyler Robinson being, handcuffed and bound, shackled by his feet. Like, I didn't need to see that. That did nothing for the case. It's irrelevant. But what it did do was create a whole hearing to have to address whether any of the media press that's covering this in the courtroom should be held in contempt. It's a waste of a hearing. It's a waste of time. So when it comes to something being gagged, I mean, the standard, orders that's put in place like this typically involves discussing the case and discussing the evidence and making sure that the witnesses are protected. They don't feel like they're going to be intimidated or harassed. So not letting the witness list get out. Like, of course, we don't know who's serving on the jury. Those are the standard things you expect to remain confidential. If someone had to specifically be gagged, it would be a separate gag order naming that individual. Candace was never gagged. How many times she tried to insinuate? This dummy tried to insinuate she was being gagged. I was trying to gag you, but you let her tell it. Oh, there was a gag order. I'm definitely going to violate it. You're not named in it. But if you want a gag order, they will issue it, and then they will dare you to violate it. You will go to jail. They don't play around with this. And this is a criminal matter. This is not, YouTube is not court. So we all see how Candace acts when it comes to litigation matters anyway. She always tries to just dismiss it and get out of it. She doesn't want to be involved in it. She doesn't want to go through the process of going to a trial of anything. So if they have to, they will. And that would be strictly to preserve the case. Then there will be plenty of court rules, case law to cite to support a gag order, depending on what is being released. And we as journalists, members of the press, have to be responsible in how we relay information regarding open, active criminal investigations. And a whole murder trial is about to come up. If we know something and we don't have to release, that's part of us being responsible. And then we have federal laws to protect evidence. So let's not release things that does not have to be released right now. We've seen when evidence has been released out with the Carmelo Anthony. We saw the evidence that the jury saw. They released it, but after the trial was done. So it's not as if we're not going to see it. You just got to wait. It's called patience. We can wait because I want the idea of an appeal to be laughable for Tyler Robinson. He should not have a chance to win an appeal because evidence was prematurely released because you got a bunch of brats that think that the world owes them something and they ain't entitled to know everything. No, you're not. Not right now. And what you will know is going to be after the trial has concluded. And that's how it should be. So, if they have to, they will. But I haven't seen one specifically for a certain individual, if that makes sense. So you just got your standard. Don't discuss the case. They don't expect the attorneys or the legal teams to be going out doing that. They shouldn't be. And if they are, then I'm sure that the order that's in place will be challenged. And, if they have to be sanctioned and fined, they will be. And I advocate for that so that you can have continuity in these cases. All right. So thank you, Jim. I hope I answered your question, honey, for the $2 super. And I want to thank Jacqueline for the super from yesterday, as well as Ginger Spice for the super from yesterday. My apologies in not going over the supers in a timely manner. But any last words, Baxby, you got?
Let's see. Last words. That's a lot of pressure. Now, the only thing I would say in relation to what Jim was asking there, he asked that question when we were talking about or joking about interviewing Tyler and stuff. I think just to cover this side of it too, we're not hearing or seeing interviews with like the parents and his fluffy boyfriend or whatever because they've got to testify. They're actually going to be involved in the case in some way. Their testimonies. The boyfriend Lance Twiggs is doing some Zoom call in, so they've probably been ordered to. They can't, you know what I mean? They can't talk about the stuff publicly for a good reason, just like you alluded to, tainting the jury.
Right. Exactly. So, and I mean, even with trying to gauge who. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to know who Tyler Robinson is. He's a murderer. He needs to go to prison. But let's say Candace did want to humanize him or whatever. You think she would go out her way to try to bring people that know him on her show? This goes to show that she doesn't take it seriously, and that she's just doing this as all of this is a PR stunt for her. It's all about public relations, and that's it. Nothing more. She has nothing to add to this. It's been 9 months. No one needs to keep answering her dumb questions when part of journalism is you going out researching information, reading, and being able to answer your own questions. As a journalist, we ask the who, what, when, why, where, and how. And then we go from there. Build timelines. We follow the money. That's kind of the standards to journalism and reporting. You don't have to go to school to do this. You just have to be able to go out and read and research and put the information together, present it to where it makes sense. and then cite your sources. I mean, it's that simple. She won't even do the basics. So she's not taking this stuff seriously, not even a little bit. And it's going to come to light when she starts to go to these hearings for the Brian Harper lawsuit, because a lot of that is circumvented around the death of Charlie Kirk, and she's going to get cornered in. Hopefully they depose her. That way she can get put on the oath and then lie like hell and then be hit with perjury. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm just waiting for that to happen. So if you guys can, make sure you go check out Fax Me on YouTube. Do you have a merch store there? I got a couple people
Yeah.
asking about your merch.
It's faxmerch.com. Just think Fax Me, rch.com. Faxmerch.com.
Merch. MERCH or MERC?
MERCH.
Okay, .com. So I just dropped the link down for Fax Me merch. Make sure you guys go and check out his merch store, faxmerch.com.
I recommend the Candace O has blocked me t-shirt.
Did you get blocked?
Yes. Yes. I'm toast, man.
Must have been the photo. Candace, you can block me. I don't care.
And I took a screenshot of it and no lie, turned it into a t-shirt.
Oh man, that's awesome. So get that Candy, the candy ass alien, and block me on X. Get that t-shirt. He recommends it. And I recommend you all go check out his great content as well. We have more to come. We will be doing a watch party for the bride of Candace. With George's lavender behind. And we'll definitely be looking forward to the video presentation of these devices. And I want to thank you, Stephen, for joining us here in the LLC.
Thank you.
Oh, this has been a treat.
The treat is all mine. Trust me, this is so much fun because I don't have to be like, serious Fax Me guy, going, doing my thing. I can just come here and have fun and talk about urinating and the stuff that old people talk about, right?
Where's the dog? Is the dog still standing there? Is he gone? Did he leave?
He's over there chewing on one of my Pepsi bottles right now.
No, Lord. Don't let him
Or
drink
Coke
your
bottle.
Pepsi. Now the dog will be addicted to Pepsi Cola, y'all. Oh, no. It's been great. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us. And you will be back. So you guys make sure you stay tuned to all the great collabs we have lined up for the week in the Lady Luck Club. And tune in to Fax Me on YouTube as well. Thank you all so much for your support. Hit the like button on the way out and comment below. Let us know what you think, how you're feeling, and the candy asses. Please know I don't care how you feel. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And until the next one, Lady Luck Club and Fax Me out. Deuces.